of Caldwell County's rushing touchdowns. Our Todd Griffin caught up with Caldwell County coach Will Barnes, who knows the Braves are going to be a tough game.
You've got 4-0 Union County this week, and they're ranked third in the state.
Yeah, didn't realize they were ranked third, but really good football team that's got some experience coming back, and offensively and defensively, a lot of playmakers out there, and obviously they're off to a really good start. It'll be a big challenge for us.
You guys have kind of had Union County's number through the years. I mean, how does the matchup kind of look for you this year?
Yeah, it's probably, we didn't play them last year. They had a good team last year too. So that kind of stuff gets thrown out. It doesn't matter. It's not going to play a factor in the game. It's two completely different teams. So they've got a lot of nice pieces over there, and do a good job coaching them up. So we'll have to play a really disciplined game to have a chance to win.
What's the key for you guys this week as you work toward that game?
Defensively, we've got to get to the ball and tackle. They've got really all their skill guys do a good job with the ball in their hands. They do a nice job of distributing it to them. So we got to rally to the ball and be good tacklers. And then offensively, we've got to shore up some things up front where had some unblocked guys that we got to fix, or it'll be a really long night next week, or this week against Union County.
Obviously, Union is really good if they're 4-0, but you guys have seen some teams, some pretty big schools that are pretty good too.
Yeah, and that's the whole deal behind the schedule is in scrimmages, is get a good look at some good teams. So hopefully, we can get better, and we've been exposed for some weaknesses, and if we can shore those things up, we'll continue to get better.
Video at Your Sports Edge is powered by Dr. Pepper. Caldwell County 2-2 after a 9-0 shutout win over Crittenden County last week. Their second straight shutout of Crittenden County and 12th straight win over the Rockets. Caldwell County's defense, a little underrated this year. They've got 12 takeaways in 4 games. Caldwell County has won 10 straight over Union County dating back to 2010. They lead the all-time series 21-9. Coverage of Caldwell County and Union County comes your way after your Sports Edge Football Friday on WPKY 103.3 FM, 1580 AM, and online at WPKYonline.com.
The Hopkins Central Storm. The Ballard Memorial Bombers.
The Storm are off to a 3-1 start after last week's 54-52 overtime win at Todd County Central. Adrian Stringer threw for 448 yards and 5 touchdowns in the win. Also ran for a touchdown. Logan Rogers, his favorite target, 3 catches for 163 yards and 2 scores as the Storm rolled up 557 yards of offense. They'll play a Ballard Memorial team that is not putting up the same type of offensive numbers. We're in the negative for rushing yards in last week's loss to Fulton County. Daniel Mindshine did throw for 103 yards in the contest, and Jamison Smith had a pair of interceptions, but Ballard Memorial going to be woefully understaffed as they take on Hopkins Central tonight.
The Mayfield Cardinals. The Callaway County Lakers.
It's the first meeting between the Lakers and the Cardinals since 2010. Callaway County comes in 2-2. They've won 2 straight over Fulton County and Marshall County. And last week's 41-20 win over the Marshalls, Canyon Franklin threw for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tamarion Bledsoe had 140 rushing yards and a score. And how about Drew Hudgen? Had a pair of pick sixes for the Lakers. They'll play a Mayfield squad that's 4-0. Beat McCracken County 32-14 last week. Zane Cartwright rolling on. 249 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. Kylan Galbraith had a rushing touchdown. Also caught a pair of touchdowns as well as the Mayfield Cardinals continue to roll. It's the first meeting in 11 years. Callaway County beat Mayfield in 2008. Casey Brockman threw for 247 yards and 4 touchdowns in that game.
The Crittenden County Rockets. The Hancock County Hornets.
It's a long road trip for the Rockets tonight, but if you go the right way, you can go through Owensboro and eat at Moonlight before traveling on to Hawesville to take on the 4-0 Hancock County Hornets. But before we start sending state championship banners to Hancock County, the 4 teams they beat are a combined 1-15 on the year. Logan Willis, though, will be a tough stop for Crittenden County. The running back has 705 yards and 9 touchdowns for the Hornets. Meanwhile, Crittenden County looking to bounce back after last week's 9-0 loss to Caldwell County. They've lost 2 straight, dropped a game to Madisonville a couple of weeks ago. They only had 11 rushing yards against Caldwell County last week. That'll have to improve tonight at Hancock County. And Case Gobin, a standout on defense against Caldwell County last week, had 19 tackles, including 3 quarterback sacks.
You're locked in to Your Sports Edge Football Friday, brought to you by Hopkinsville Community College.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Hopkinsville Community College is open and ready. With on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more. All at less than half the cost of a 4-year university. So never put your dreams on hold and never underestimate you.
Sometimes it's a constant round of co-pays.
Talking with your pharmacy to find out you need to talk to your doctor before you talk with your pharmacy again to allow your prescription to be filled.
Get off the merry-go-round.
Sign up for Princeton Drug's new Care Plus program. If you're juggling 5 or more medications, sign up for the Care Plus program and you'll be assigned a care advocate. Your care advocate will find the lowest prices on your meds and work with your doctors and arrange for delivery if needed. Sign up at PrincetonDrugStore.com or stop by Princeton Drugs on West Main Street.
There's good news in the fight against heart disease. Hello, I'm Jessica Reed Carr, a physician assistant who works alongside of Dr. Sanjay Bose. Did you know that Caldwell Medical Center has a cardiology clinic? Whether you need a stress test, echocardiogram, or just a follow-up, our highly trained team of heart health specialists have the experience to get you on the path to a healthier you right here at home. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 270-365-0350 or visit us at caldwellmedical.com.
Keeping you up to date is what we do with live local news every weekday. Experienced reporters staff our newsroom with over 200 years of available combined experience in local news. Alan Watts, Tammy Hancock, Ed Marlowe, John Godsey, Ann Petrie, Scott Brown, Eddie Owen, Annie Catron. Your News Edge has the largest newsroom in this area. Stay up to date with your WPKY News Edge team. Local news. Weekdays at 6:30, 7:30, noon, and 5.
You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY Princeton.
Friday night football is here, and we start our coverage leading up to kickoff as Hopkinsville Community College brings you Your Sports Edge Football Friday. The Fort Campbell Falcons. The Fort Knox Eagles.
It's the annual Army Bowl tonight at Fort Knox, a game that takes on a little added meaning considering neither school were allowed to play last year due to COVID-19. Fort Knox comes in at 1-3. They opened the season with a 22-0 win over Shawnee as 3 different players scored, but they haven't won in the 3 games since. Meanwhile, Fort Campbell last week returned to the football field for the first time in 2 seasons. They lost to Trigg County 48-16. Darian Hudson scored a pair of touchdowns, also had a fumble recovery for the Falcons. Their first 2 games of the season wiped out because Fort Campbell was in COVID-19 protocol. First-year head coach Charles Poole just happy to see the Falcons back on the field and playing football.
Coach, first game in 2 years for Fort Campbell. A few hiccups early on the first drive or 2. I think once they calmed down, got to be pleased with how they played.
I am. We're a young team, and we didn't give up. I mean, we hung in there. You see those 2 touchdowns at the end kind of says a lot for my team. They're not going to lay down and just roll over.
What were you looking for in the first half out of your team tonight? What did you want to see them do?
Just play. Have fun and play. I mean, we worked we didn't get the green light until towards the end of May that we was going to have a football season, and just to see them get out and just get on this football field and actually play 4 quarters.
Does team take on a different definition or meaning for Fort Campbell this year?
I think it does, because with us losing last season, not having be able to play, takes on a whole new meaning. And just looking for them to, like I said, work hard and just show up to practice and do those things. And like Darian was saying, we're getting more kids coming out. We got kids that are moving in, and we just hope we can, play a little bit harder next week.
You have to be worried with a long layoff. Tackling is the first thing that it is the first thing to go and the hardest thing to get back. I thought as the game went on, though, you did a better job.
Yes, we did. We were a little down with the tackling. Defense was a little down, but then we picked it up in the second half.
So what's the message to your team in practice this week now that you've got a game under your belt?
Just shake it off. Work on the mistakes that we had out here, and let's fix those mistakes and work a little bit harder next week as we go to Fort Knox to play in the Army Bowl.
Fort Knox beat Fort Campbell 2 years ago to snap a 16-game losing streak in the series that dates back to the mid-1970s. Fort Campbell still leads the all-time series with the Eagles 27-15.
The Russellville Panthers. The Franklin Simpson Wildcats.
These are two old former Western Kentucky Conference foes that played every year in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. They've kind of grown apart, though, in recent years. Are now both a member of the Sky Conference. Russellville 3-1 after last week's 41-7 win over Warren East. Javari Gamble, 158 yards and 3 touchdowns, also caught a touchdown pass. And Chivas Elliott picked off 3 passes in the secondary for the Panthers. They'll face a Franklin Simpson team that's 1-3, lost to Logan County 29-27. Omar Harrison, though, ran for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns in that contest.
The Davis County Panthers. The Madisonville Maroons.
The Maroons will have to find a way to stop high-flying quarterback Joe Humphreys. He's averaging 344 passing yards a contest for the year, 13 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions, and 3 different Davis County receivers have caught at least 3 touchdowns as part of an offense that's averaging 447 yards a game as part of their 3-1 start. Madisonville dropped its first 2 games. They've bounced back with wins over Crittenden County. Last week, a 44-14 win over Christian County. Lawan McAdoo, 156 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Good balance for Madisonville, 328 yards of total offense. These schools first met in 1955. Madisonville won the first 16 meetings between the two from 1955 to 1973. They last played in 2008. Madisonville's last win over Davis County came in 1999 by a score of 63-44. Madisonville still leads the all-time series with Davis County 30-15.
The Marshall County Marshals. The McCracken County Mustangs.
The Mustangs look to snap their 4-game losing streak to start the year against a team they've never lost to. That's the Marshall County Marshals. Last week, McCracken County lost to Mayfield 32-14, but look to bounce back tonight. Marshall County 2-2 lost to Callaway County last week 41-20. Cam Bowerman and Landon Utley both ran for over 100 yards in the loss. Both scored a touchdown. McCracken County won last year's game 57-0, and they're 4-0 all-time against the Marshals.
The Trigg County Wildcats.
And now it's time for a schedule update for the Trigg County Wildcats. Trigg County scheduled to play LaRue County tonight. LaRue County earlier in the week telling Trigg County that they're entering COVID protocol. The Wildcats tried to find an opponent for tonight, but in the meantime, they decided to move up their game with Fulton County, originally scheduled for October the 8th. That game will be played next week, which was originally Trigg County's bye week. So Trigg County will host Fulton County next Friday night. It'll be the latest home opener for Trigg County since 1948. So that left open the October 8th slot on the Wildcats schedule. They've now filled that with Crittenden County. So Trigg County, a bye week tonight. They'll host Fulton County next week and host Crittenden County on October the 8th. Coverage of Trigg County and Fulton County next week on 106.5 FM WKDZ.
You're listening to Your Sports Edge Football Friday, brought to you by Hopkinsville Community College.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Hopkinsville Community College is open and ready. With on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a four-year university. So never put your dreams on hold, and never underestimate you.
Get the care that you need to stay mentally and physically well from the convenience of your home. Health First Community Health Center is doing their part to help stop the spread. They're now offering telehealth services to keep you healthy at home. Scheduling a virtual visit with your medical or behavioral health provider is easy. All you need is a smartphone, tablet, or computer and internet access. Contact their office for an appointment at 877-667-7017. That's 877-667-7017. At Health First, your health is their first concern.
The Caldwell County Tigers look to make it 11 straight wins over Union County dating back to 2010 and hand the Braves their first loss of the 2021 season. Coming up, it's the pregame show as we get set for Union County and Caldwell County here on 103.3 FM WPKY and online at WPKYonline.com. I'm Scott Brown. This has been your Sports Edge Football Friday.
Coming up next, we head to the stadium for pregame coverage of the Caldwell County Tigers. This has been your Sports Edge Football Friday on WPKY 103.3 FM and worldwide at WPKYonline.com.
Dealing with the real world wasn't easy, even before the whole global pandemic thing. Trying to pay the bills, worrying about family, or just trying to figure out what you want to be. The good news? Hopkinsville Community College is open and ready. With on-campus and online programs that can lead to essential careers in IT, healthcare, and more, all at less than half the cost of a four-year university. So never put your dreams on hold, and never underestimate you.
Are you ready for a new adventure? Christian Care Communities. It's much more than a safe group of buildings for adults age 62 and older. It's about fellowship with others. At Christian Care Communities, our people are our most precious resource.
Residents here, they're just so good to each other. Our officials, of course, they're my little children now at the age I am. They couldn't be better. And there are buses to take you places, to see things, to do things, to eat.
And so now we have the freedom we still take a lot of road trips, so we just close the door, tell Bruce we're gone, we turn off the water and the pilot light on the hot water tank and just take off, not have to worry about it.
We are about exceeding expectations. Contact Jessica for a tour and to find out more about our move-in specials. Find us on Facebook at Christian Care Communities Hopkinsville and at ChristianCareCommunities.org.
Tomorrow, Coach Stoops and the Cats battling out of Conferenceville at Kroger Field. Tennessee Chattanooga Mocs and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown!
Tomorrow morning, the Wildcats and the Chattanooga Mocs battle it out on the gridiron. Airtime at 9 on WKDZRadio.com.
On 106.5 WKDZ. Tiger football is on the air on 1580 103.3 WPKY on your free WPKY app and worldwide streaming audio on WPKYonline.com. It's time for the Caldwell County Coaches Show on WPKY.
Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to the Coach Will Barnes pregame interview. We are in week number 5, and the season is roughly half over. Tonight, the Tigers host the Union County Braves, a much-improved football team. This is Bob Hayes and Coach Barnes, and I will talk about the Tiger record now standing at 2-2, and also the Union County Braves when we return after these messages.
Trice Hughes has been serving Western Kentucky for over 60 years. Their experienced sales force, ASE certified techs, and all the friendly folks at Trice Hughes have worked to become your family's exclusive automotive dealer. The home team that's kept our families safe on the road for generations. From work to play and everything in between, your home team has what you need. Stop by and drive the difference. Our home team, Trice Hughes, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Hey guys, it's Kelly Capps with Farmers Bank. Buying a home can be stressful, and I'm sure you have many questions like what's a good rate? What type of loan is right for me? I'm here to walk you through the process. Whether you're buying your first home, downsizing, or looking to upgrade, Farmers Bank has the options for you. We offer rural housing, VA loans, and so much more. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call, or you can apply online at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's all at your fingertips now at WPKYOnline.com. Local video, local news, local sports, local weather information, and of course, contests. Plus, you can listen to us on your smart device. Just click the Listen Now button. We've made it easier to find your favorite information. WPKYOnline.com.
Well, we're back to 500 with our win last Friday night over a pretty tough Crittenden County football team that impressed me with their ability to cover sideline to sideline.
Yeah, Crittenden County's got a really good team, and you look at Class A, they'll be right in the thick of it, and that to win the district and get to that regional final game, and I think they're good enough defensively to definitely have a chance to make a run to play on Thanksgiving, and offensively they'll figure it out as they go. So. Coach Courtney does a good job, and I thought they would play a lot better defensively than they did really all year, and especially in that Madisonville game, and they did. And a lot of credit to them and the way they executed. We didn't play well offensively. Some of that had to do with the way they played. And then we had some just some miscommunication stuff up front that hurt us at some key times in that game. So, but all that said, we were able to go down there and put up enough points to win the game, and obviously had a really good defensive outing, and it was a good team win.
And as you've mentioned in that game, I'm sure there were breakdowns. I'm sure you could easily point them out to the players, but we had a really stout running game in that game, and Logan Smiley had to really earn every yard he got, and was on his long 68-yard run. It was beautiful to watch the downfield blocking take over as he went down the sideline.
Yeah, that was a big time play. We're backed up and able to get that thing inside the 10, and unfortunately, weren't able to score another touchdown to really kind of extend that lead. Able to get a field goal, which was huge, but. A lot of guys making plays there, and I think we ran the ball 45 times, 200-ish yards, and they were negative in the rushing department. So, that was a big key to the game. And if you can play good defense and are able to move the ball just enough to play some field position, and we're able to get a touchdown there and a field goal. It was good enough for last Friday night.
And as you say, with their passing game, I guess they'll figure that out. But I'm sure the last 20 plays of that game last week by Crittenden County were passing plays, trying to get back into the game, make something happen. And I know that probably wore us down, trying to rush 20 times in a row. and obviously we got a lot of work in the secondary.
Yeah, I think we did get a little fatigued there those last couple of drives, and I think with the way we were able to run the ball, they knew they were up against the clock there with it being 2 possessions, and when you can run the ball consistently, it really puts a lot of pressure on that offense to score when they've got the ball. So, we've learned that the hard way a few times, and in a couple of those old Murray games. But we were able to do that, and we had a drive there in the fourth quarter that took, didn't move it a whole lot, but it took 5 or 6 minutes off the clock, and when you can do that, and you get late in the games with the lead, it's really hard to come back on teams like that.
Especially when you can go to third down and maybe 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and pick up 3 yards and keep the clock moving and the chains moving and all that. But tonight, coming into Tiger Stadium, we're going to face a much improved Union County team with a 4-0 record, ranked number 3 in Class 3A. And looking at their offense, Will, what should we look for tonight?
They're really they've got a balanced attack, and they're going to try to run the ball, but they're talented in the passing game too, and they present a lot of issues with some of their athletes and what they can do in the run game and in the pass game, and their quarterback's a playmaker. He's the old gunslinger type quarterback, and can make plays with his feet. He's not super fast, but he's really crafty and has just a knack for making plays. So they've had a lot of big plays this year. That running back over there, Porty Seals, it seems like he's been playing against us forever. They had a really good team last year. We didn't get to play them. They made a nice run in the playoffs, and they've got a lot of those guys coming back. I know they've got probably 4 or 5 guys that are 5th-year seniors that are good players. So, I'm sure when they had that opportunity, they thought they could make another deep run. And, not that I've seen every 3A team play on this end of the state, but they'll have a chance to win that district and make some noise in the playoffs for sure.
Well, I'm going to throw out some numbers right now. The quarterback that you're mentioning is number 14, Cannon Schaffer. Like you say, a gunslinger type quarterback, doesn't run the ball that much. 41 out of 67 coming into tonight's game, obviously completing 2/3 of his passes. And then these running backs that you mentioned, number 9, we got to keep our eye on him tonight. That's who you mentioned, Corinthian Seals Portee or Portee Seals. I've seen it both ways, so I'm not real sure.
I'm not either.
But he's rushed for 321 yards this year. Number 1, Jaron Johnson. Number 6, Kanye Pollard. And number 23, Christopher Hughes, are also in the rushing attack. And Hughes leads them in the receiving department, number 23. So obviously they throw the ball when they have to. But basically they're a ball control, run-oriented offense.
Yeah, but at the same time, they do a really good job in the passing game. They can definitely throw the ball, and those guys you just mentioned are all really talented and good athletes. I think the Hughes kids got 3 kickoff returns for touchdowns. So, he's obviously dangerous when he's got the ball in his hands. So, and they do a good job up front. They've got a couple of guys coming back that played against us. I guess they were probably juniors 2 years ago that are good players as well. So they've got, at every spot, they're solid. So it's a big challenge for us defensively for sure.
Well, and I know defensively it was good last week to have Landon Davis back. He recovered a fumble and got after him. I kept thinking, well, on this tackle, he's going to re-injure his shoulder, but he came through the game, I guess, really well.
Yeah, he's been able to get some therapy the last couple of weeks and get some strength back in that shoulder. So, he's only a sophomore, but really, for our team, he's like a junior or a senior just because he's played seven ball games last year as a freshman, and he's a physical kid, and you know, we rely on him a lot. So you know, it was good to have him back, and thought he made some plays and made a difference in the ball game. So that really helps defensively. When you know, we get good linebacker play, we can play pretty good defense because you know, we're doing a decent job for the most part on that defensive line.
And like you say, with us shutting down the Rockets' ground game last week, we know we're going to obviously have to do that again tonight to stifle, maybe make Sheffer drop back, become a run RPO passer or a drop back passer or a scrambler passer, whatever he seems to need. That's the way he gets his job done.
Yeah, and you know, the thing with the running game is they've got multiple backs that are better than what we saw last week. So the big thing is going to be getting to the football and tackling, which we've had a little bit of an issue with some of these teams, like a Hoptown, that have got some athletic kids. So that's going to be really important. But I do think last week we did a good job. The Morganson kid down there in Crittenden County is another one of those shifty, good athletes. I thought we did a pretty good job for the most part tackling him. We'll have to bring that same effort tonight to have a chance to stop them in the run game, because if we can't stop them in the run game and they can throw and run on us, you know, I probably say that every week, but it's true. If they can do both, it's going to be a long night, because they're good enough at both to hurt us with both. So, you know, the quarterback does a really good job. You know, we saw him play Mayfield on film last year and didn't really know the kid very well, but was really impressed with where he was last year, and he's gotten a lot better, and you know, one of the better quarterbacks we'll see this year, I'd say.
With the you know, with their misdirection, I guess they'll probably run some misdirection plays, and our defensive emphasis starts up front, I guess, tonight. We got to control the line of scrimmage defensively and keep the running attack to a bare minimum.
Yeah, you know, that's the strength of our defense is our defensive line. So, you know, I tell those guys every week they've got to play an incredible game for us to have a chance, and that's kind of held true for just about every game. If they play really, really well, we're going to have a chance to win. If they just play okay or above average, we're not going to have a chance to win. So we've got to be able to get pressure with those guys because, you know, again, they're explosive at their skill positions. We don't need to be bringing extra pressure. We got to be able to get pressure with those guys. And I think if they'll play hard, we'll have a chance to do that. So, it's a tough task. They're a really balanced offense, and really, you know, I've been impressed watching them on film what they can do offensively.
And it appears, just looking at the number of tackles they have, that Sheffer and Seals Portee go both ways because they're the two leading tacklers on the Union County team. So obviously that tells me they're in pretty decent shape to be able to go both ways the entire game.
Yeah, they've got quite a few guys that go both ways, and you know, 5-6 years ago that would be an advantage for us, where we could maybe try to push some tempo and try to wear those guys out, and you know, that was a pretty good plan, but you know, that's not really who we are right now. We've got a lot of guys going both ways too, so you know, we've got to be careful doing that type of thing.
We've looked at Union County's offense, and we'll look at their defense when we are back after these messages.
Now more than ever, we value time with family, and we reflect on the time we wish we had spent when we could. Pennyroyal Hospice makes it possible for you to spend quality time at home with your loved one in the most crucial time of their life. Pennyroyal Hospice is taking even more safety precautions during this time to ensure your safety. Pennyroyal Hospice. It's about living to the fullest.
Enjoy your favorite Mexican food at La Potosina Mexican Restaurant. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until 9 p.m., offering up all your favorite authentic Mexican dishes for lunch and dinner. Now you pair your favorite meal with your favorite margarita. Enjoy dining in or call in for carryout. Call 270-365-3848 to place your order. They appreciate your business and are ready to serve you in a safe atmosphere. That's La Potosina Mexican Restaurant, Princeton and Marion.
You'll find over 30 years experience to work for you at U-Ride in Princeton. They are hometown proud and ready to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely. You'll find variety and quality vehicles along with on-the-lot financing. And of course, you can always apply online at uridesales.com. Stop by or call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff at U-Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton. 270-365-3018. Hometown proud. Go Tigers!
Tomorrow, Coach Stoops and the Cats battling out of Conferenceville at Kroger Field. Tennessee Chattanooga Mocs and your Kentucky Wildcats. Touchdown!
Tomorrow morning, the Wildcats and the Chattanooga Mocs battle it out on the gridiron. Airtime at 9 on WKDZRadio.com.
On 106.5 WKDZ.
And we are back for the final segment of this interview. Will, what has impressed you about the Union County defense that we've not yet mentioned?
They, we've played them. Didn't play them last year, but I've played them several years. As long as I can remember before that, and they play basically the same defense that they've been playing. And what I've always been impressed with Union County is how hard they play, and they really run to the ball and are good tacklers. So this year they've probably got just a more athletes out there than they've probably had in the last few times we've played them. So when you still have that carryover of effort and running to the ball, and then throw some athletes in there, it's really makes it really hard offensively. To prepare for that. It's that's what I thought when Coach Lovelace was over at Christian County all those years. Is they were so well coached and ran to the ball and were good tacklers. And when you throw athleticism on top of that, it makes for a really good defense. So they do a good job over there and can present us a lot of issues. If we're not sound and communicate up front, which has been a little bit of a problem the first few games.
And against Murray last week, this stat just really astounds me. Murray ran up over 500 yards on the ground against Union County, only attempting 3 passes, and yet they were beaten 53-28, as you mentioned earlier. Maybe Union County, a team of big plays.
Yeah, they had some big plays. Had I think they had 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns, which was the Hughes kid. They had a defensive touchdown. So they had some big momentum swinging plays. But like you said, Murray did a good job running the ball. They've got kind of a unique scheme with what they're doing offensively, which is hard to prepare for. And didn't realize it was 500 yards. I knew it was quite a few, but they were able to run the ball some. But obviously we're going to try to do the same. That's kind of our MO, and if we can, we'll have a chance. If we can't, it'll be tough for us to move the ball offensively.
Well, we know we got our running attack last week with Logan Smiley with 27 or 29 carries. We know we're going to work him tonight, as well as some of these other backs that we've got. So maybe they'll be as porous with us as they were last week with Murray.
And like I said, it's Murray's scheme is very difficult to prepare for. It's an option scheme, and not a lot of people run it. So that contributed to it a little bit, but we hope we can run the ball. We're going to try to establish the run, but at some point we're going to have to develop a better passing game, and that's we're trying to do that at practice and get those reps in, and hopefully at some point it translates over to the game.
And obviously a passing attack along with a sound running attack gives us a chance in every game. And but I think our passing attack, from what I could see, is we're getting more comfortable with what we have to try to get done in the passing game. And hopefully this week we've made great strides in practice, and just the more you do something, the more capable you are doing it.
Yeah, I think Jack's getting more comfortable, and it's been, Coach Towns and I were talking earlier this week. We're not off by that much. It's one little thing here and there, and obviously those little things add up, and we haven't been as successful as we would like to be. But I think if we just keep at it and don't get frustrated, I think those things will come together. I don't see us being a 300-yard passing offense, but we've got to be able to throw it for the 150 to 200-yard range so we can take a little bit of pressure off the run game.
And going into tonight's game, how healthy are we, Will?
Fairly healthy. That game last week was a really physical game, and had some guys banged up and bruised, and played a JV game Monday night over at Hopkins Central. JV, since COVID has started, has kind of been mainly a freshman and sophomore thing, and then if you got a junior or two that you need to get some reps, that's okay. We run over to Hopkins Central on Monday night, and they've got all kinds of juniors playing and all kinds of varsity players playing, and we got some kids banged up over there. So, that was a little unfortunate, and it's nothing super serious, I don't think, at this point. But still, you get a couple of linemen knocked out, it makes practice a little more difficult, and obviously you don't want to get any kids hurt. So. That was a little bit disappointing on Monday night, having to go through that. But, our kids played hard. We're playing a bunch of freshmen, and they're playing against some juniors that play varsity football. And I was really proud of the way they fought Monday night.
And that only bodes well for the future for these freshmen to really get thrown into the mix. And we've already seen three of our freshmen this year have really risen to the occasion, like Gus Fox and Cole Sherrill. He's a sophomore, I believe, but he's taking on a more active role.
And that's a good group. And Luke Parker's another kid that's a freshman that's gotten in the mix on the varsity level. But I really like those freshman offensive linemen that we've got. They're tough kids, and Preston Burrell is not very big, but he's one of the toughest kids I've ever been around in my entire life, and really Justice Coleman and some of these other guys that got to play Monday night. Like you said, it's the bumps and bruises aren't fun this week, but I told them, when they're juniors and seniors, maybe we can get those guys on the schedule and pay them back.
Well, I noticed last week, looking at the game, because I've known this kid since he was probably 4 or 5 years old, was Daniel Laurent. Coming in on the offensive line. He's going to be a big kid. He's big now as a freshman.
Yeah, he's going to be a good player too. And he's another one of those.
What we got to do is get him mean.
It's he's another thing about those guys is they're pretty intelligent and have picked up things really fast. And Daniel's kind of a kid that's got some varsity time and works hard, and he's going to be a really good player, and we're excited about him and a lot of those freshman linemen. So one of his siblings is about my age, and it's kind of crazy, that he's old enough to be a high schooler.
Just knowing him, he's got the want to. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned for his emergence.
He's going to be a big part of the future for sure.
Week of good practice so far, except for the Monday night fiasco. Maybe?
Tuesday wasn't the best, but we responded and had a good couple days in the week. So, it's a big challenge tonight, and we'll have to play really well. But I like where our team's at, and I think if we'll play well and take care of the ball and do all those coach speak things, you always hear, we'll have a chance to win the game.
Final thoughts, Will, going into tonight's game?
Glad to be back at home. It's always a lot better to play at home, and I want to congratulate those guys that are getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. I was fortunate enough to play with some of them. Matt Wilson and Eric Fond, really good players. So it's always fun to have to recognize those guys, and hopefully we can play well and represent Caldwell County football the right way.
Absolutely, and that's going to wrap up this pregame interview with Coach Barnes. The Tigers will attempt tonight to get over the 500 mark as we play the Union County Braves here at home. I invite you to listen to the radio broadcast on WPKY FM 103.3. There's no live stream, but will be delayed beginning after the conclusion of tonight's game. Join Dennis Stevens, Todd Griffin, Gary Goodacre, John Miller, and me for the game. For Tiger head coach Will Barnes, this is your host, Bob Hayes, thanking you for tuning in to listen to the interview with Coach Barnes, and now it's time for football action here at Tiger Stadium.
A passion for healing. At Caldwell Medical Center, our new General Plus bariatric surgeon, Dr. John Mobley, is highly trained and now serving the Caldwell, Lyon, and Hopkins County communities. He performs a wide variety of surgical procedures and has a special interest in weight loss surgery to better patients' tomorrows. He is pleased to serve our community and is now accepting new patients. For more information, please visit caldwellmedical.com.
As with many aspects of our lives, how we bank is changing. First Southern National Bank provides flexible digital banking solutions so you can easily manage your financial life from your mobile device or computer. It's easy to pay bills, transfer money, deposit checks, view statements, budget and track spending, access real-time activity, and so much more. We also offer person-to-person payments and support a wide variety of digital wallets. Find out more by visiting fsmb.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Goodwin Insurance Agency and Woodall Agency have great news. Effective January 1st, they have joined forces to provide even more options for all your insurance needs. Together, they provide the best prices and coverage from top-rated insurance companies and insure all lines of insurance. See Tori Hammett or Fred Foltz, or go to insurewithgoodwin.com for more information. Don't pay too much for your insurance. Let them shop for you and save today.
Week 2 finds the Titans on the road in the Great Pacific Northwest this Sunday afternoon to face the Seattle Seahawks. The award-winning Titans countdown begins at 2:30. Then Mike Vrabel's Titans take on Pete Carroll's Seahawks with a kickoff at 3:25. Voice of the Titans, Mike Keith, and Coach Dave McGinnis call the action.
Your official home for Titans football is here. 106.5 WKDZ.
Time to head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tiger Stadium. Tonight, the Caldwell County Tigers will host the number 3 Union County Braves here at Tiger Stadium, so I hope you'll stay tuned for all the action coming up next. We'll get it underway on the Farmers Bank pregame show. That's right after these messages here on your home for Tiger football, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
It's Penny Ryle Electric's birth month. We've been serving the electric power needs of this community for 84 years now. But did you know that Penny Ryle Electric has always been member-owned? Yep, from our beginnings in 1937. And since that time, just as we do today, Pennyrile Electric has been dedicated to providing you the best electrical service at the lowest possible rates. Pennyrile Electric, dedicated to working toward progress and better living for you, your family, and the communities we serve.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Alan Watts with Your Ag Edge, inviting you to join me Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. for the WPKY Morning Ag Report. We check in daily with Caldwell County Agriculture Extension Agent Shane Bogle, get the latest from fellow farm broadcaster Max Armstrong, take a look at the latest livestock market reports, hear the latest edition of Traveling the Bluegrass, and check the opening grain market with Hopkins Elevators Ben Westerfield. That's the Morning Ag Report from Your Ag Edge Network on 103.3 FM and 1580 AM WPKY.
Raider Auction Company is excited to cheer on all the Tiger athletes this season. Go Tigers from Raider Auction Company.
Back to Tiger Stadium as we get kicked off here on the Farmers Bank pregame show. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, home of the Tiger debit card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County. Their team wants to wish the Tigers good luck this season and to let you know that they are there to support you. You can bank on it. Dennis Stevens, Bob Hayes, John Miller in the booth tonight. Todd Griffin, Gary Goodacre down on the field. We'll talk to those guys in just a few minutes. Bob, a big night here at Tiger Stadium. Beautiful conditions right now, field in great condition. I think the rain is out of the way till after midnight, so this is going to be a good game tonight between Caldwell County and a much improved and highly ranked Union County Braves squad.
You're right, Dennis. Beautiful night out here at Tiger Stadium. Probably 25% cloudiness. The sun shining out brightly now on the field. Good crowd here beginning to assemble for the Tigers. Across the way we see Union County being supported by their fans, and as you're right, they're ranked number 3 in Class 3A, so that's a pretty good ranking that they've achieved, and they're a solid football team. We didn't get to play them last year. They weren't on our schedule. They had been on our schedule previously when we were in the 3A category. I think something like maybe we have 9 or 10 wins in a row against them, Dennis. But the different story tonight. They come in here charged up with that 4-0 record. We better be ready to play some football.
Yeah, they're the number 3 team in 3A coming into tonight, so a big task on hand for Caldwell County. Let's talk about the Tigers a little bit, Bob. They won last week, a 9-0 tough, hard-fought battle against Crittenden County at Marion. So Caldwell County 2-2 on the season, but you've got to rest assured it's going to take way more than 9 points to beat this Union County squad, and we're looking for that offense to come to life in some areas, and I think Coach Barnes is as well. Listening to him on your pregame show tonight, talking to the coach, I think he's looking for some play out of some folks to maybe get the ball down the field, spread it around a little bit, maybe finally get outside of Union County. We'll see how the ends look on them, but it's going to take some offense tonight to beat this Brave squad.
And Coach Barnes was beginning to feel that our passing game is improving. We haven't had a really strong passing game up to this point, strictly relying on our ground game, and in particular Logan Smiley for that. Last week, a stat that just really overwhelmed me, Dennis, Union County gave up over 500 yards on the ground to Murray, but Union County won that game on 3 big plays, 2 kickoff returns and a defensive touchdown. So when you can put those kind of points on the board, you can surrender 500 yards. Murray only passed the ball 3 times. So obviously we've got to have not a balanced rushing attack with the passing attack, but we've got to get some completions in that secondary to open up our running game.
Yeah, we've got to have some big plays tonight, but we also, something we usually don't put at the forefront of a pregame show, talking about the game coming up, we've got to play well on special teams, because Union County has a kid named Chris Hughes. Last week, look at these stats. This kid had 6 catches for 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 carries, 38 yards and a touchdown, 173 yards of kickoff returns with 2 touchdowns. So the kid can run the ball. You get him in open field, it's going to be a tough job to try to corral him back in. We've got to keep an eye on him tonight. We've got to fill the gaps on kickoffs and punts and not let him burn us and pick up some cheap touchdowns.
Exactly, Dennis. Now a question to you: What is Mr. Hughes' number?
Have it written
23.
down here. 23.
We will be watching where number 23 lines up because he's their go-to guy, and one of the things maybe we can do to offset his kick return game is for our kicker to continually put it in the end zone and maybe kick it away from Hughes. But, yes, we can't give up 3 touchdowns tonight on kickoff returns and defensive touchdowns, or it'll be a long night for the Tigers.
And before we take another break, I think you hit the nail on the head. On our side of the field, we've got a weapon ourselves in Blake Viverette who can put the ball in for the touchbacks on kickoffs and who can angle punts. Did a great job, I thought, at Marion last week, pinned one down on about the 2-yard line on a punt. So that kid is a weapon as well, and I'm sure part of the game plan is to keep it away from number 23.
Absolutely, and with Blake, we don't know whether he's going to be kicking with his right foot or his left foot. Just a tremendous, a tremendous play last week under heavy pressure, running. He kicks it left-footed and gets it just about 35 yards down the field on that. A really, really amazing athlete.
We've got about just under 15 minutes before we kick this one off. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll go down to the field for the first Go Green report of the night. That's up next on the Farmers Bank pregame show here on WPKY.
Have you applied for Social Security disability benefits and been denied? Attorney Matt Schock in Princeton, Kentucky is ready to take on the Social Security Administration for you. Call him at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-MATT. With years of experience, he'll fight for your rights. He only gets paid if you get paid. Attorney Matt Schock is currently taking new Social Security cases. So call him now at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-MATT.
This is an advertisement.
For a delicious meal, try Kay's Kitchen in Princeton. They have great home cooking, just like Mom and Grandma used to do. Enjoy cook-to-order breakfast every day, all day. Daily lunch specials include favorites like open-faced roast beef, grilled chicken tenderloins, country fried steak, smoked pork chops, and catfish and shrimp on Fridays. All your favorite veggies, too. And don't forget Kay's homemade desserts. Open Monday through Thursday, 5 to 2, Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 5:30 to 11. Kay's Kitchen, 501 North Jefferson Street, Princeton, 1 block from the courthouse.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Preston Burrell, Addie Vincent, and Lily Horde.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athletes. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements. The Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
Back to Tiger Stadium as we roll on the Farmers Bank pregame show. Hall of Fame night here at Tiger Stadium. We'll have that coming up at halftime. More information on that as we go along tonight. I think several new members to the Hall of Fame tonight. So we're looking forward to that. Got big activities coming up at halftime with Frankie Brown for that. Coin toss tonight. Bob, Caldwell County did win the toss, elected to defer, but coin toss is brought to us by...
Coin toss is sponsored by Farless Realty. Are you ready to sell your home? Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor sell it for you. Ready to buy a home? Don't waste precious time. Farless Realty can help, and interest rates are still reasonably low. They will work hard to find you a home that will fit you and your family and your budget. Contact Farless Realty at 270-365-5058.
And time now for National Anthem. Right after that, Todd Griffin and Gary Goodacre with the Go Green report.
Caldwell County Band with our national anthem as we get ready for football tonight at Tiger Stadium. Tigers and the Union County Braves. Gary Goodacre, nice night for football here at Tiger Stadium.
Fantastic. I drove through a lot of rain coming back from work at Paducah, and I was getting worried, but this is about as nice as it gets, and we're going to have our hands full with a consensus top 5 opponent in 3A.
Yeah, we did have some rain move through the area earlier, but a perfect night for football. Still plenty of room here at Tiger Stadium if people want to come out, because this is always one of the funnest nights of the year at Tiger Stadium.
It's Hall of Fame night, and we've got some very worthy people who are going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. I'm sure you can read about them on your Sports Edge. I don't want to go through them all right now, but we're going to cover that ceremony, I believe, the halftime. So I like the fact that 3 of them are linemen. Linemen don't always get the credit they deserve, but without a line, we don't have the teams we've had all these years.
Well, and expecting the Caldwell County football team to play well tonight with the Hall of Famers here to watch.
Well, the linemen that we have all had wonderful careers here. We're going to have our line do their job tonight. We're going to run the ball, and we're going to experience a very physical opponent in Union County. They're going to smash and line up. They came here expecting to beat us, quite honestly, and they think they're good, and they are good. But we've made some improvements, and I believe that we're going to be able to have a game plan that if we're methodical and turnover-free, I think we can play them straight up and see what happens.
Usually you can tell what the other side thinks about their chances by how many people show up, and Union County has a good crowd here tonight.
Well, they usually bring one, but I think even more so now, because when they look at the teams they've beaten and they see the comparisons of us who we played, they've got to look at that and think that they've got themselves a chance to win their district. And based on what they've seen, what I've seen this year, I think they're definitely a district contender. It's going to be them and Paducah Tillman, and of what I've seen of Union County on the internet, I mean, there's nothing special. It's nothing flashy. They're just going to be fundamental, and they're going to be direct to the ball. They're going to be flying around, and they're just going to run it at you. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think we're going to see anything out of Union County trying to trick anybody. They're just going to line up and try to knock you off the football.
Well, if you looked at last week's game, though, against Crittenden, I think they're definitely going to look at us and say, well, we got to stop Logan Smiley. I think they're going to try to make Jack beat us, and I think our receiving corps has some new people tonight, so perhaps that we can get some different plays that we couldn't run before, rotate more people in, have depth, and be a little fresher at the end for some big plays if we need them.
Well, that was the next thing I was going to bring up. There might be some new guys in some blue and gold uniforms tonight.
Yeah, and most of them, I believe, are going to play in the receiving corps. And what we're going to be able to have is some depth at receiver. I think we've been playing the same kids, and that's great. But if you can rotate about 4 or 5 or 6 in, there'll be certain plays that work better for certain players. And it's going to give Jack more options, perhaps on the underneath routes and maybe on some screens.
Got an update from the All-A Classic State Tournament. The Lady Tigers falling to Ballard Memorial in the first game of pool play there. So I think Somerset Christian up next for the Lady Tigers tonight, and we'll be passing along updates from that as we go along. And Emma Talley in action out in Portland, Gary.
Last I checked, she was 1 under after 11 holes, so she's pretty well about 6 shots above the cut line and in the top 20 roughly, so that's good. Emma has gotten some rest. I think the home cooking helps. She needed to come to Princeton. That's going to propel her to probably a top 50 finish for the year, we hope.
Lots of things going on today here at Tiger Stadium. It's Hall of Fame night. Dennis, Bob, like I told Gary, one of the most funnest games of the year as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah, we are looking forward to this tonight and looking forward to that ceremony at halftime. Also get a chance to see, Todd, you mentioned them a little bit after the national anthem. Bob, the Band of Pride dressed out tonight. They're going to be on the field tonight, so not big in numbers but big in sound. Those kids sounded great in the pregame on that national anthem.
Absolutely. They look great, marching well, Dennis, and it's going to be a treat to hear them play at halftime.
Just under 6 minutes to go before we kick this one off between Caldwell County and Union County. This is the Farmers Bank pregame show. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, your home of the Tiger Debit Card, the card that gives back to future athletes of Caldwell County. Their team wants to wish the Tigers good luck this season and to let you know they are there to support you, and you can bank on it. Bob, let's take a look at the injury report. Pretty good tonight. Injury report is brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back on the field. Our skilled team of providers have the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. Caldwell Medical Associates is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Go Tigers.
And Dennis, to report on the injury report, we think we might have one player out tonight. That's Barrett Cotton. Barrett was shaken up a little bit in the Crittenden County game, and whether he's feeling better, that's a kind of a kickoff decision. And but other than that, we're at full complement. Nobody out for COVID or anything like that. So one of the best nights that we have of having a full complement of Tigers.
4:26 before we kick this one off. Bob, it's going to be a tough game tonight, no doubt. Union County is much improved. They're coming in, and they're one of those teams that Caldwell County has had big success with over the last several seasons. But this is a team that come in, and a lot of teams will circle Caldwell County on their schedule, much like Crittenden County did last week. They're going to try to bring their best effort and break some of the strings that Caldwell County holds over these teams like Crittenden and Union County.
Well, just like Crittenden last week, maybe one win in the last 17 games, they were going to be fired up. Union County with winless in the last 9 or 10 games, they're going to be fired up, and with their high state ranking in Class 3A, yes, we will have a football game here tonight. Make no mistake about that, Dennis.
3.5 before we kick this one off. That's going to wrap us up on the Farmers Bank pregame show. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it'll be kickoff between Caldwell County and Union County. That's next here on WPKY.
KFC Princeton is offering their famous fried chicken and all the fixins. Just order through the drive-thru like you always do. The dining room is closed, but don't go hungry. Call KFC today at 270-365-9988. Your local KFC is located on the Marion Road in Princeton, offering carry-out service only. Customers, including truckers, are welcome and can come in and pick up carry-out orders. KFC, finger licking good, but be sure to wash your hands first.
Hey, it's Jess. Join me weekday mornings from 6 to 9. We'll get you ready to start your day with sticky notes and local, regional, and national news updates at 6:30 and 7:30. Complete weather-rich forecast, jump in the Wayback Machine, birthdays and anniversaries at 7:30. Catch up with Community Calendar and cover local issues, events, and even share the love with Coffee Talk at 8 a.m. Everything you need to know and a whole lot of fun. Start your day with us at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY Princeton. The time for talk is over. It's game time. Caldwell County football lives on WPKY. Let's check in with the WPKY sports crew live at the stadium.
And we are at Tiger Stadium getting set for Caldwell County and Union County. Dennis Stevens, Bob Hayes, and John Miller up in the booth. We've got Todd and Gary down on the field for our Go Green reports throughout this ball game. Caldwell County about set to come out onto the field through the band. Officials are on the field. Bob, about this time every week we say a prayer for these young players, so let's do that right now. Holy God, thank you for another Friday night. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the field tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible.
And further, Lord, we ask you to give comfort to the people suffering from COVID, their families, courage and sportsmanship to the players, patience and understanding to the coaches, wisdom and knowledge to the game officials, and lastly, peace to us all. We ask these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. Just over a minute before we kick this one off, the team's having a prayer on the sideline. Bob, tell us about our wonderful quarter sponsors that we love as much as anybody that sponsors with us.
I would be happy to, Dennis. Our first quarter tonight, as well as the second, third, and fourth quarter, is going to be sponsored by by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. They've been under the ownership and management of Pam and Hap Haverlock for the past 3 years. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. Also, they're your local U-Haul dealer. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Everything a home should be.
And tonight is Hall of Fame night. Here's a list of tonight's inductees. We'll have much more on these guys coming up at halftime. The 2021 class includes John Boyd, Brad Hawkins, Eric Fawn, Matt Wilson, Dean Sears, Jason Asher, and Ralph Sharp. So looking forward to the halftime activities. Also our first chance to get a look at the Caldwell County Band of Pride on the field this season. Bob, it's not a lot of numbers in the band over the last few years, but still a group that practices and works just as hard as any team that takes the field on a Friday night. Those guys are ready for tonight.
Exactly, Dennis. And the other thing is there's a strong band program at the middle school level, which obviously we have to have that in order to have a high school band. So the band is obviously an important element of our educational system here in Caldwell County.
Kickoff tonight brought to you by Purcell Tire. Let's kick off the season with a vehicle checkup with Purcell Tire. Keep your vehicle running great so that you're never late for schoolwork or the ball game with the help of Purcell Tire, Highway 62 West in Princeton. Time to move the chair out of the way, stand up, and get ready for this one, Bob. Looking forward to it. Fifth game, this is the halfway mark of the regular season. And I would say down the way, this team, with the exception of Mayfield, is the strongest team that we'll face on the rest of the regular season schedule.
They are a true test, one that we'll be taking here in the upcoming moments.
Union County is going to put Chris Hughes back at one back. And then number 6, Kanye Pollard. Blake Viverette has it teed up at the 40.
The deep backs are back at the 5-yard line, respecting Blake's ability to kick off.
And the kick is in the air. We're underway, going away from Hughes. Caught by Pollard at the 18. He's across the 30 and brought down at the 33-yard line. So obviously, Bob, like we talked about a little in the pregame, they're going to keep it away from Mr. Hughes as much as possible tonight.
And that strategy, Dennis, only cost us 12 yards because if it gets into the end zone, it's brought to the 20. Union County starts their first possession at the 32.
Caldwell County in all blue uniforms tonight, gold numbers, gold helmets. Union County in all white with the powder blue helmets. Union County will go from right to left here in the opening quarter. At quarterback is Cannon Sheffer, 41 out of 68 on the season, 6 touchdown passes, only 1 interception. They'll go out of the I formation. Under center, Sheffer hands it off to the deep back, picks up maybe a yard before he's met by a host of Tigers. That was number 9, Seals Porte. Porte on the season, averaging about 80 yards a game and about 5.5 yards per carry, Bob. So we're going to have to limit those so that they don't have second and short or third and short all night long.
And one of our strengths last week against Crittenden County was the staffing of their run offense. Great start to the game here tonight.
Pickup of 2 by Porte, 2nd and 8. Handoff again to Seals Porte. Hit at the 35 and driven back. They may give him just across the 35 on the carry, but it's still going to be 3rd down and a long 5. Spot him at the 36-yard line.
Roughly maybe 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, I think it is,
7, yeah.
3rd and 6, 2 yards on each carry for Seals Porte. Union County will put a trip set out to the right. They're going to put another in motion now. They'll have 2 receivers each side. Single back set as Sheffer goes into the shotgun for the first time tonight. High snap, brings it in. Left-handed quarterback's got some pressure, and he's going to be pulled down all the way back at the 20.
Elijah
Shaheen got through. Sheffer wanted to throw it, Bob, but he had a blue jersey hanging off his shoulders and no way to get rid of the ball.
And if he had gotten rid of it, Dennis, it would have been intentional grounding. He had nobody in the area.
Sack all the way back to the Union County 19-yard line. Caldwell County will drop a couple of backs back.
We know one of them would be Isaiah Joyner. We're not sure who the other one is.
Joyner, and looks like for Caldwell County it's going to be Kramer on the near side. Kick is away. It's a short kick. It's going to bounce just across the 40. Takes a Caldwell bounce back. So Caldwell County is going to have great field position to open up inside the Union County 40-yard line. That one had backspin on it like one of your wedge shots this past weekend.
I can only dream about my backspin on my wedge. They've marked it, Dennis, at the 30.
38? Let's go to the 38-yard line. First down and 10 for Caldwell County on their first possession of the night. Tigers will put 2 receivers out each way. Empty backfield for Jack Stevens. Stevens puts Smiley in motion. Stevens keeps it himself straight up the middle, lowers his head and gets across the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Tigers.
Caldwell County over the last couple of games has really spread the offense out a little bit. Not so much a full huddle team as they were early in the season. Logan Smiley now the deep back for Caldwell County. One player in motion, handoff goes to Smiley. Smiley cuts it to the left. Flag comes in out of the backfield. And Bob, usually that call is a hold on that line somewhere. We'll see what the call does come up to us as. And it is a hold against Caldwell County. That's going to march the Tigers back just a little to the 45-yard line.
Ball will be spotted at the 44-yard line.
So 2nd down and long for Caldwell County.
2nd and 17 for the Tigers.
You've got Luke Parker, the wide receiver on this side. He's going to be joined by Logan Chambliss and Max Kramer for a trip set here on the right side. Smiley's in the backfield directly behind Stevens. Snap back, handoff to Smiley, hits the hole and gets it back up to the 40-yard line before he's dragged down. How many times this season have we described Smiley as a hard-nosed run most of the time that he takes the football, but that's what it is. You're not going to make it much plainer. He lowers the head, keeps the feet moving, and really picks up good yardage most times.
Picked up 2 yards additionally after he was hit by moving forward.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Smiley offset to the left of Stevens. Stevens drops back, looks to pass. Goes over the middle. This one's picked off at the 20. And it's going to be number 23. He had the coverage. They were looking for Parker. And Hughes steps in for Union County and picks it off at the 20. Returns it to the 27-yard line. He had good coverage, but just took that step. And we saw just then the first step quickness that Chris Hughes possesses. So turnover Caldwell County as they can't capitalize on the great field position of their first drive, and the Braves will come out for their second turn.
As you mentioned, Dennis, that was well defended. Ball was a little bit underthrown, which certainly aided the Union County back in intercepting the ball.
High formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Seals Porte, the deep back. He takes the handoff, comes to the left, gets across the 30, still on his feet, goes over 1 tackler and driven out of bounds at the 32-yard line. They use Chris Hughes, more of a blocking back, as Seals Porte has had the majority of the work early in this one. 8:34 to go in the first quarter. No score early on here in Princeton. Union County up to number 3 in the 3A rankings this week. And like Todd and Gary talked about, we talked about a little bit in the pregame, nothing spectacular. They're not a flashy team, but they're going to line up and see if they can't bowl over you and pick up good yardage on each carry. Sheffer fakes, throws, complete at the 45-yard line. Looked like Isaiah Manuel, Bob. Or did they get Pollard? Pollard, number 6.
And Sheffer is a left-handed throwing quarterback. We had pretty good coverage on that, but where we couldn't get the ball over Union County's defensive back, they got the ball over our back and completed that pass.
Looked like Caldwell County in some zone. He found a seam in it, and Sheffer was able to deliver. First down for Union County out to their own 46-yard line. 2 receivers each way. Looks like he's going to keep Hughes in the backfield. Sheffer out of the gun. High snap, hands off to Hughes, right up the middle. He's across midfield into Tiger territory and down near the 48-yard line. Shaheen on the tackle for Caldwell County.
We'll bring up a 3rd and long 3, short 4 for the Braves.
Sheffer is going to come out of the shotgun again. Seals Porte in the backfield to his left shoulder. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Union County. Snap, back, handoff goes to Seals Porte. He's hit shy of a first down.
Maybe he only got 1 yard on that carry. Looks like it's going to be 4th and 3.
I think it's still going to be 3rd after the
3rd and 3.
First down, yeah, excuse me. Little breeze starting to come in up here, blowing the paperwork around a little bit.
Might have to redirect that fan, Dennis.
May have to. I don't think we're going to need the old fan next week. Looking for some much better football temperatures next Friday night as we hit the road to Ballard County.
Especially if I start shivering up here.
I formation. Sheffer is going to go under center. 3rd down. Handoff goes to Hughes. He's met at the line, and he's not going to get a first down. In fact, he's only going to pick up about a half a yard on the play.
If he picks that up, I almost think, maybe a half a yard. 4th and 2.
It was Angel Long, Elijah Shaheen, and a couple of other blue jerseys in there on the tackle. 4th down and 3 coming up for Union County. Sheffer goes to the sideline, see if they want to keep the offense on the field, and they do. Union County in the huddle.
You might think they may try something wide here, Dennis, because they've had tough luck up the middle so far.
Caldwell County's got to be careful not to jump off sides and give them a first down on this one. Sheffer out of the shotgun, trying to do the hard count. Caldwell County stays put, and Union County's going to call the timeout. Good job by that Tiger line not to jump on that one. Timeout on the field, 6:16 to go in the first quarter. No score. Back after this on WPKY.
At First Southern National Bank, we believe in your future. We also know that you want to prepare now so your family is ready for opportunities when they arrive. We make it our priority to provide simple savings solutions to make that possible. Begin your savings journey now by opening an account online at fsmb.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tomorrow, Coach Stoops and the Cats battling out of Conferenceville at Kroger Field. Tennessee Chattanooga Mocs and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Tomorrow morning, the Wildcats and the Chattanooga Mocs battle it out on the gridiron. Airtime at 9 on WKDZRadio.com.
On 106.5 WKDZ.
Community Medical Clinic is excited to cheer on the Tigers all season long. Go Tigers from Community Medical Clinic.
Back to Tiger Stadium as Union County faces 4th down and 3 from the Tiger 47-yard line. 2 receivers each side for Sheffer. Sheffer takes the high snap, looks to the left, throws, overthrown. Looking for Hughes on the sideline. That one well overthrown. Good coverage by Caldwell County. And the Tigers will take over on the turnover on downs. That last timeout was brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more. It's Travis Construction and Concrete. We're going to say officially the 46-yard line for Caldwell County. Stevens brings the offense out for their second attempt tonight. Player in motion is Smiley. Stevens looks to the far side, off the hands, and did it hit the ground or was it picked off? They are saying it was picked off. It's going to be intercepted, and Union County is going to take over at midfield. Let's go down for our first Go Green report of the first half with Todd Griffin.
All right, Dennis, I couldn't get a good look at that play on the far sideline, but looked like it just bounced off the receiver's hands, and Union County was able to grab it, and Union County with the ball right back at midfield again.
Yeah, Todd, a little receiver curl just off the fingertips, but the deflection stayed up long enough. Union County able to reel it in. So they'll come to the line, 1st and 10 from the 50. Sheffer under center. Fakes the handoff to the deep back, rolls to his left, looks down the field, throws, left-handed throw, had 2 receivers in the area. It's complete to Hughes. Hughes, they also had number 24 down there, Brock Cullen.
Yeah,
little confusion
Cullen
on the
looked like
routes.
he was playing a defensive back on that play. And you're right, Dennis. Caldwell County is in a zone-type coverage. We're not covering anybody man-to-man, and they found a seam on that one.
Schiffer, a strong arm. He hit that one. He was rolling right. It wasn't a full-blown run, but he hit it on the stride with a good pass. 1st and 10, Union County, Tiger 39-yard line. Whistles blow dead on this one. It's going to be offsides against Caldwell County. So Union will have 1st and 5 after they walk this one off.
So far tonight, the Tigers are our own worst enemy. 2 pass interceptions, two penalties, one to stop the opening drive after we held Union. So we've got to cut the mistakes out, Dennis, if we want to have a chance to win.
Absolutely. You got a team this highly rated and powerful. You've got to play a near perfect game at times. And Caldwell County a little bit shaky out of the gates. Scheffer under center. Hands off to number 1. He's met and
not going
maybe
anywhere.
loses a yard.
Jaron Johnson.
Elijah Shaheen having a good game for Caldwell County in on the tackle. Lost a yard on the play. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Union. Union County a big win over Murray last week to go to 4-0 on the season. Cannon Scheffer out of the shotgun. Seals Porte to his left shoulder. Fakes a handoff, now rolls some pressure from Caldwell County, and he's going to go down at the 42. Elijah Shaheen. Shaheen really putting the pressure in the backfield on Mr. Scheffer tonight early on, Bob.
He's having a marvelous game, and that's what Caldwell County needs to counteract the mistakes we've made. And, Dennis, I've noticed about 3, possibly 4 snaps that when he's in the shotgun, the snap's a bit high, so he had to leap for that one. One of these might get over his head.
3rd down and 12 coming up for the Braves. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. No score here in Princeton between the Braves and the Tigers. Scheffer out of the gun. We'll see the snap. It is high again. Scheffer pulls it in, throws complete at the 35-yard line. That's number 8, Isaiah Manuel. So Manuel gets it just across the 35. I think we still got to call it the 35, Bob. Ball almost touching the line.
And 4th and short 5, long 4. And again, you want to be sure that we keep Union County contained and not let them get around the end.
Union County's kicker is Colin Nally. He is 10 out of 14 on point after attempts. But they're going to keep the offense down. Loaded line on that right side. 3 receivers, only 1 to the left. Scheffer rolls to that right side, looks over the middle, bobbled, and comes down incomplete. Caldwell County almost had a chance to pick that one off. It jumped up out of the hands of the intended receiver. Bob trying to pick that player up.
I think it was number 1, if there is a number 1.
Number 1 for them is Jaron Johnson. So the incompletion gives it back to the Tigers on the turnover on downs. Caldwell County has bent a little bit here in the first quarter, but hasn't broken yet. 0-0 on the scoreboard.
We've got to get something out of this drive, at least to regain our field position.
The defense really doing a good job to this point, Bob, but you know you've got to have some points. 9 tough ones last week against Crittenden County. Compact set, Smiley in motion. Whistle blows. And delay of game, Caldwell County. So again, Bob, some of these little fundamental mistakes early in this one really not allowing the Tigers to take advantage of field position early on, and they didn't have bad field position on this drive to start out, but now 1st and 15 for Caldwell County from their own 29-yard line. Smiley in motion. Handoff to Smiley, cuts it back up the middle, still on his feet, knocks away a couple of tacklers, brought down from behind, but not until he crosses the 40, out to about the 43, 44-yard line.
Let's call it the 44, Dennis.
It is going to give him to the 44. Nice run by Logan Smiley on the quick handoff.
Gain of 15 yards on that play.
New player coming off the field for Caldwell County, Bob, new to the team this week, is Demarius Thompson, D-man as he's called.
2nd and 1 for the Tigers.
Stevens takes the snap, Hand off to Smiley up the middle. He's got some room. He's across midfield, across the 40. Beats one tackler. Now he's being chased from behind across the 30 and pulled down at the 25-yard line.
An outstanding run by Logan.
So a first down for Caldwell County.
31-yard ripped off on that carry.
First down is brought to you by Lake Barkley CrossFit. You can never be too healthy, too strong, or in too good of health. Lake Barkley CrossFit has classes designed for anyone at any fitness level. Stevens takes a snap, throws to the sideline, complete to Kramer. Kramer knocked out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Nice quick hit from Stevens to Kramer. Good turn by Kramer. Caught it, went out of bounds. Ball's going to be spotted at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers. A manageable down coming up here.
Two receivers out to the right. You've got Smiley and a slot receiver back for Stevens. Takes a snap, handoff to Smiley, looking for a hole up the middle. He's going to be hit for no gain. Brought down right on the 20. Didn't have time to bounce that one outside. Looked like he had some room maybe to get outside, but that one up the middle was just clogged up from the beginning. Logan Chambliss, Luke Parker out to the right. Stevens takes a snap, pitch back to Smiley. Smiley looking to get out the left side. Flag in from the backfield. Smiley's pulled down shy of the 15, but you look for a hold call on these, and it is again. Caldwell County called for a holding penalty. So instead of third down and manageable, they're going to be backed up.
Maybe we don't need to run to that side, Dennis. That's the ref that likes to throw that flag.
And to that side, you're absolutely right. Penalty is going to back Caldwell County up to their 31-yard line. It'll be third down and 15. Stevens gets the play from the sideline. He's got Smiley to his right shoulder. Two receivers left, one to the right. Slot back in with Smiley. Stevens drops back. He's got some time. Now he feels some pressure. Has to roll right. Looks down the field. Still on his feet. Goes to the sideline. Throws. He's got a man wide open. Touchdown, Wallace. Great job by Jack Stevens to buy time on that one right before he was pushed out of bounds. He looked down and saw, Logan Chambliss wide open in the corner, just about a yard outside the end zone. So Logan Chambliss with the touchdown.
And you got to credit that young man, Dennis, for watching the ball into his hands because he was being closed on quickly, and he made the catch, stepped into the end zone.
Extra point attempt sponsored by Gather on Main. Viverette back. And looked like Union County came across. They're going to blow that one dead. That was Kanye Pollard came around the end for Union County.
This is my pet peeves on extra point kicks because if he boots that successfully, they got to go back and re-kick that.
Right.
They don't penalize the defense for being offside, so to speak, except moving the ball
a half distance, and you're looking at very few yards on that. So Viverette with a chip shot attempt now on the extra point. Stevens on the hold. Snap is back, down and good. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:37 to go in the first quarter, Caldwell County out in front of the Union County Braves, 7-0. Back after this on WPKY.
Don't let the end of lake season pass you by before you get out to Eddy Creek Marina Resort. You can enjoy the lake life now at Echo Charlie's Restaurant Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Enjoy all your favorite foods like Bubba's Key West Salt Rings and so much more. Live music every Saturday night till the end of the season. Sunday, September 26th. Get a few more visits in at Eddy Creek Marina and Echo Charlie's.
When we say
Classic hits,
we mean. Listen to WPKY worldwide at
WPKYonline.com. WPKY.
Fredonia Valley Bank says, go Tigers. Do your best this season and show that Tiger pride. Good luck from Fredonia Valley Bank.
Viverette kicks it away after the Caldwell County touchdown, fielded at the 14-yard line. That's Hughes with the receiving of the kickoff. Gets it back out to the 30. Flag on the play. Maybe a hold against Union County from that position.
They have pointed at Union County, Dennis.
And it looks like it could have been as far upfield toward Union's way by the 25-yard line. So we'll see.
Still no signal on the call what it was. They are marking it back off against Union County. Todd, let's take a Go Green report and check out and see what you know.
Looks like they said block in the back on Union County, so this is going to back the Braves up. Hey, guys, on that touchdown pass a while ago, I was pointing out the open receiver in the end zone. I don't think Jack saw me, but I was doing my part down here.
I'm glad
12th man.
I'm glad, Todd, not only you saw him, but Jack saw him as well.
And that extra point attempt, as we said, was made by Viverette, brought to you by Gather on Main for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and everything in between. Proud to be a supporter of Caldwell County Athletics. Go by there on game day with school colors and get 10% off your meal. Sheffer under center, bobbled on the snap. Looks like he was able to fall on it. He'll lose a yard. So Cannon Sheffer couldn't handle the snap, has it just fall on it. 2nd down and 11 coming up for the Braves.
So far, Dennis, I have to grade our defensive effort here an A++.
Yeah, you just get rid of a couple of penalties, and this defense is really shining. Shaheen having a monster night already early in this one.
The front 3-4 guys, the linebackers are feeling well.
A minute to go in the first quarter. Caldwell County up 7-0 on the undefeated Braves. Hall of Fame night here. Good crowd at Tiger Stadium. We'll have Hall of Fame ceremonies coming up at halftime. Sheffer has Seals Porte in the backfield. Tripp set out to his right. Hughes, the lone receiver, to the left. Left-handed Sheffer looks this way. Hits Seals Porte at the 19. Porte up across the 25, brought down at the 29-yard line. 3rd down and short coming up for Union County. We'll see if they get another play off before the quarter ends. 3rd down and 1 coming up for Union County. Sheffer runs the play in. 11 minutes on the game clock, 11 seconds, 20 seconds on the play clock. Sheffer at the line of scrimmage under center. 2 receivers each way. Tries to keep it himself.
I think he dropped it again.
Bob, it's going to be close, but I think he's coming up short. The play will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's Caldwell County 7, Union County nothing. We'll be back for second quarter action after this on WPKY.
This is Casey McCoy, and I'm a mortgage loan processor at Farmers Bank. One of my favorite things about our home loan process is that you can apply online whenever it's convenient for you. By applying online, your information is sent directly to our lenders. It's quick and easy and a good way to jumpstart your loan. Apply today at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Alan Watts with Your Ag Edge, inviting you to join me Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. for the WPKY Morning Ag Report. We check in daily with Caldwell County Agriculture Extension Agent Shane Bogle. Get the latest from fellow farm broadcaster Max Armstrong. Take a look at the latest livestock market reports. Hear the latest edition of Traveling to Bluegrass and check the opening grain market with Hopkins Elevator's Ben Westerfield. That's the Morning Ag Report from Your Ag Edge Network on 103.3 FM and 1580 AM WPKY.
Black Patch Grill says, go Tigers. Good luck this season.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell up 7-0 as we enter second quarter action. And Bob, I'll let you tell us about our second quarter sponsor.
Our second quarter sponsor is Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Stop in and see Pam, see what kind of bargains that she has in her store. It's beautiful furniture. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, next to the bowling alley in Princeton, everything a home should be.
Union County did pick up the first down on that last play, even though it looked like a questionable call on it, Bob. Looked like the marker was at the 31. Sheffer drops back, throws over the middle and over everybody's head. Stevens was really the closest player to it, and he would have had to have been back about 5 yards to have a chance at that one.
And Dennis, that's another thing. I thought that ball was too close. I thought it was 4th down.
I did too.
And they chose not to measure it, and in turn give Union County a first down. So
it looked like the marker was on the 31 for the first down, and the ball barely is across the 30-yard line, but it's ruled a first down. Now it's 2nd and 10 for Union County.
Jack Stevens back deep for the Tigers in the secondary.
Sheffer out of the shotgun, hands off to Seals Porte, and he's hit for a loss. They'll flip the football on the other side of the 30. As Seals Porte is a big kid, but he's not having a lot of help with the blocking up front, and he's having a tough night so far.
His best yardage has come on that one pass that he's caught. He may have one run for about 9 yards, but other than that, he's been lucky to get out of his backfield.
3rd down and 11 coming up for Union County. 11 and a half to go in the first half. Tigers lead this one 7-0. Stevens to Chambliss late in that first quarter. Now Sheffer out of the shotgun. Trip set to his left. Sheffer rolls left, looks down the field. Flag in the backfield, complete on the pass up to the 35-yard line. That's number 24, Brock Cullen for Union County, but a flag in the backfield. And as long as Sheffer was having to roll, you got to believe a hold is going to be called on this one.
And Dennis, if that's that could bring up 4th down if we decline the penalty.
Yeah, it's still going to be fourth down at the 35-yard line. So you're looking at 4th and 6.
So apparently we are going to take the penalty.
So they'll mark that off. Let's take another Go Green Field report with our friend Todd Griffin.
All right, Dennis, thanks. There was a lot of conjecture down here over what to do over that penalty. It was either going to be 4th and 5 or 3rd down and about 20. So I think Will just finally decided, let's push them back and see what happens.
And I don't think that's a bad call right now, Todd, even though 4th down is nice. You've got a defense that's really playing well, Bob, and to get 21 yards in 2 plays is going to be tough for Union County the way this defense is starting to stand up tonight.
Absolutely. All we got to do is really stop them on this play, and I'm sure that will force them into a punt. Well, they're spread
and
wide.
Union County had an extra player on the field, so they were forced into a timeout. We'll take one, too. 10:49 in the first half. Tigers 7, Braves nothing. Back after this on WPKY.
You Ride in Princeton just might buy your vehicle. They are always looking for quality inventory. So if you would like to sell yours, talk to the nice folks at You Ride. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, You Ride is here. They are hometown proud and here to deliver the same great customer service they always have. Stop by or call for an appointment with one of their sales specialists. Call 270-365-3018. On the lot financing is available. You can even apply online at uridesales.com. You Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton, hometown proud.
Coach Stoops and the Cats battling out of Conferenceville at Kroger Field. Tennessee Chattanooga Mocs and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Tomorrow morning, the Wildcats and the Chattanooga Mocs battle it out on the gridiron. Airtime at 9 on WKBZRadio.com.
On 106.5 WKDZ.
Good luck to all Tiger athletes from Bella Marie Boutique. Go Tigers.
Low snap. Sheffer able to pick it up. Now scrambles, throws down the field. Intercepted at the 45. Caldwell County across the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown Tigers. We'll try to get the number on that. I think it's Jack Stevens with the pick at the 45-yard line. Runs it back for the score. Sheffer was flushed out of the pocket early as he tried to pick up the low snap, rolled to his left. Overthrew everybody but number 12. And Stevens takes it into the end zone. Caldwell County's lead now 13-0. Blake Viverette will be on to try the Gather on Main extra point. 10:32 left in the first half, time of that score.
About a 40-yard return, Dennis.
I think a 45, if I had it figured right, is where he picked that one off at.
We'll get the authority here shortly.
And the sideline report being given over on the Union side. Sideline report. I'm plugging a show too early. Sideline warning given to Union County on the far side.
I like that sideline report, though.
Yeah, we'll get you in there, Todd. We'll plug it. We're shameless. 10:32 to go in the first half. Viverette on to try to tack on the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up. And, of course, plenty of distance and good. Caldwell County 14, Union County nothing. Back after this on WPKY.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Week 2 finds the Titans on the road in the Great Pacific Northwest this Sunday afternoon to face the Seattle Seahawks. The award-winning Titans countdown begins at 2:30. Then Mike Vrabel's Titans take on Pete Carroll's Seahawks with a kickoff at 3:25. Voice of the Titans, Mike Keith, and Coach Dave McGinnis call the action.
Your official home for Titans football is here. 106.5 WKDZ.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique, cheering on all Tiger athletes.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County putting the points on the board here just late in the first, early in the second. 14-0 now. Caldwell County over a favored Braves squad out of Union County. Viverette puts it in play. Pooch kicks the kickoff, fielded at the 29-yard line by Union County, pushed out of bounds. And I think that was number 33, Gus Fox, on the tackle on special teams for Caldwell County. But Union will take over in pretty good field position at their own 38-yard line.
But that certainly beats an 80-yard kickoff return.
Absolutely. You're going to keep it out of Chris Hughes' hands tonight. I want to thank Go Green Lawn Care for being with us this season. Go Green Lawn Care for always keeping our fields in great condition. Go Green Lawn Care for all of your lawn care needs. Union County breaks the huddle, down 14-0. Sheffer comes to the line of scrimmage. Two receivers to the far side, extra tight end, and
delay of game.
It's going to be a flag in the backfield. Looked like he still had 4 seconds on that clock. I don't think that's a delay of game. Go ahead, Todd.
They had 12 men on the field.
Broke the huddle with 12 men. Okay.
Which is delay of game, yes. Hey, Todd, what was the length of the interception return? 45 yards?
Gary says 47-yard touchdown return.
That's what we'll make it.
So Sheffer faces 1st and 15 now. Out of the eye. Sheffer, deep back, Porte. Porte hits in the backfield, shakes one tackler, has some room on the far side, and gets it up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Jameis Carnahan almost had him thrown for a loss well back in the backfield.
And just couldn't wrap up. Seals Forte is such a strong runner. He broke out of it, ended up with an 8-yard gain on the play.
2nd down and 2 coming up for Union County. Offset eye again for Union. Sheffer under center. Union will go under center about 3/4 of the time. Handoff, flag in the backfield. They've got him stopped shy of the 1st down, still trying to push the pile, and finally the whistle blows. They're going to push it across. It's enough for a first, depending on where what the flag is out of the backfield. And hold is going to be preliminary call. So the defense really playing well tonight. Fights out of a hold and almost held them shy of a 1st down to begin with, but this one is going to take Union County back. With 9:42 left to go in the first half, Tigers lead 14-0. Ball's going to be spotted at the 36-yard line of Union County. Stay tuned at halftime. The Little Caesars halftime report will have Hall of Fame ceremonies, Tiger Band of Pride, stats with Gary Goodacre. All of that coming your way on the Little Caesars halftime report. Union County to the line with a single receiver each way. Extra tight ends in the ball game. Sheffer looks to the sideline, off the hands of number 1 and incomplete. He was looking for Jaron Johnson.
Heavy pressure that time by the Tigers front four, forced that throw early. And that's one thing we've seen tonight, constant pressure on the Union County quarterback when he drops back.
Absolutely, about the best pressure of the season through the first 4.5 games now.
Last week we couldn't get pressure on the Crittenden County quarterback, which I think attests to the offensive line of Crittenden County, but we're having somewhat of our way tonight rushing the quarterback.
Make sure Caldwell County has enough players on the field. I think Caldwell County is going to have to take a timeout, and they do. 9:38 to go in the first half. 14-0 Tigers. Back after this on WPKY.
Fortner Gas is a full-service propane company offering services in western Kentucky. You'll find offices located in Princeton and Cadiz. They're your local and family-owned propane supplier. Browse their website and discover the many services and products available to you at Fortner Gas. You can shop in person or online, and they can answer any and all questions in person or on the phone. If they are already your propane supplier, they say thank you. If not, they'd love to be. Contact Fortner Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Hey, it's Tess. Join me weekday mornings from 6 to 9. We like playing games, but we love making winners. Look at you go, girl!
You did great, girl. You did wonderful.
You got it!
That's exciting.
Everything you need to know and a whole lot of fun. Start your day with us. Weekday mornings, 6 to 9. What station made you winner this morning?
WPKY. WPKY.
WPKY in Princeton.
WPKY.
Go with the good old America, WPKY.
Heather Amin would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year. Go Tigers.
Back to the field. Shefford takes it, tries to go deep into double coverage. Incomplete.
Just about intercepted by the Tigers on that play.
Tigers had great coverage on that. I think that's Joyner, Parker, Stevens back into the neighborhood. So the incompletion brings up 4th down and long for Union County as they find themselves in a hole here. Maybe surprising to them, but I don't think really surprising to the Caldwell fans the way the defense has played tonight. 14-0. Tigers lead this one. And they do have the punt team out.
Number 8 back to punt.
2 players back for Caldwell County. Good punt. It's going to be fielded with a fair catch at the 35-yard line. I think that was Kramer on that one. Let's take a Go Green sideline report with Todd Griffin with 9:25 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Dennis, I think you see how much here that, 4 or 5 weeks makes a difference. I think if you played this game, the first game of the season, it's probably Union County up 14-0 right now. But I think if we played Christian County right now, that game might have a little different look too. So, 4 or 5 weeks can make a big difference for a football team.
Absolutely right, Todd. And Coach Barnes has talked about that repeatedly with Bob in the interviews all season long. He liked where the team was coming into tonight in the halfway point. Stevens with the long handoff over to Smiley. Smiley to the left side, breaks through the line across the 50, tries to strong arm one and gets all the way down before he's pushed out of bounds at the 36-yard line of Union County. Smiley putting the old stiff arm on Union County for about an extra 6-yard pickup at the end of that one.
29-yard run that time.
So a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down for Caldwell County. Extra tight end, 2 receivers to the right. Handoff goes to Smiley in the backfield as another flag. Caldwell County's thrown for a loss. Smiley on the carry. But this one's going against Caldwell County. And, Bob, it's the same side. Anytime we're going to the left, we've had 3 holding penalties, I think maybe 4. But they have all been on that left side of the line. So it looks like Caldwell County will be backed up on this one. It'll be Tigers on the Union County 47-yard line. 9:04 to go in the first half. Trip set to the right for Stevens. Smiley to his left shoulder. Change of play from the sideline. Coach Barnes gets it in. Still 12 seconds on the play clock. Stevens going to keep it himself. Comes left. lowers his head and gets across the 45 to about the 44-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards on that time by Jack. It's going to bring up 2nd and 17 for the Tigers. And the Tigers keeping it on the ground, and obviously that chews up the clock.
Parker, the far receiver, they're going to put Carnahan in motion. He'll come set up in the backfield. Carnahan takes the handoff, hits the line up the middle. Good gain for Carnahan. Ball comes loose, but I think the ground calls it. They're going to call him already down as he was pulled down at the 37-yard line. Jameis Carnahan, a good hard runner too for Caldwell County. Doesn't get a lot of carries, but when he does, he makes the most out of them.
Going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. 7 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Caldwell up 14-zip.
Carnahan, Chambliss, and Parker to the far side. Ball gets loose from Stevens, bounces right back up to him, sees a hole, keeps it, and tackled by the shoestrings at the 30. Flag comes in from the side, and another hold against Caldwell County. Stevens made something out of nothing on that one. The ball got away from him on the snap, bounced back up to him. He saw a hole and got it down to the 30, but the hold is going to bring it back. Clock stopped with 7:40 to go in the first half. So Caldwell County is like 2 steps forward, 1 step back at times on a couple of these drives tonight, Bob. That holding penalty has really been the bugaboo for the Tigers tonight offensively. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line.
3rd and 20 for the Tigers.
They've got to get down to the 27-yard line. Stevens has 2 receivers to the far side. Slot back is Smiley. Stevens rolls. Incomplete on the sideline, looking for Parker. Did he catch it, or they may have called it complete? I thought it came out. It is complete, so 4th down coming up for the Tigers, and that will bring Vive Red out.
Well, I think they're calling it
incomplete.
Yeah.
I thought I saw it bounce off of Luke's hands on that far sideline. Hughes, they're not dropping Hughes back. They are dropping Brock Cullen. That one almost blocked. Vive Red gets it away, takes a good Caldwell bounce, and he's going to pin Union County inside their own 10-yard line. That's that weapon we talk about, Bob. Blake Viverette has some skills at that position. Todd, is he inside the 10? Can you tell where they're going to spot this one?
Well, they haven't put it down yet. I think it's just right outside the 10-yard line. Ball might be touching the line. Let's see when they put it down. But, yeah, Blake was a big part of that win last week down at Crittenden County with his punting. And, yeah, the front part of the ball is just on the 10-yard line, Dennis.
So, good kick again by Blake Viverette, and he had a lot of punts last week against Crittenden County.
But that last drive, Dennis, another example of us shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, you got to get these holding calls under control. 14-0 is good, but Union County is shown to be explosive at times. Handoff, Seals Porte breaks a tackle, muscles his way across the 20 out near the 25-yard line. 7:14 on the clock as they'll stop it to move the chains on the first down run by Corinthian Seals Porte. 26-yard line is the spot as the clock restarts. 2 receivers to the left. Lone receiver to the far side. Sheffer under center. And movement on the line. We'll see if it's Caldwell jumping. And it is the Tigers giving Union County a free 5. So 1st down and 5 coming up for Union County. So we go under 7 minutes in the first half, 6:53 to be exact. We get the Traveling Road Show going next week as we take off to Ballard County next Friday night. Then after that, a big one here at Tiger Stadium as Mayfield brings a highly ranked Cardinal squad to Tiger Stadium. Cannon Sheffer. I formation behind him. One receiver to his left, two to the right. Sheffer, left-handed quarterback, drops back, wants to go deep down the sideline, and this one almost picked off. Kramer had a bead on it. Great coverage by Kramer on number 6, Kanye Pollard. Kramer actually had his back to the throw, Bob, or I think he may have pulled that one in if he had a little better angle at it.
It looked like he had it under control and just went through his hands.
So good coverage by Kramer. Caldwell County looking good, mixing up that zone and man defense.
Crittenden County disdaining the short pass, trying to hit these 25 and 30-yarders.
Sheffer gets set to go under center. Same formation, two receivers to his right, one to his left out of the eye. Deep back. It's going to be Seals Porte, hit at the line and driven back, still on his feet. Finally whistled dead. They'll give him forward progress up to about the 31-yard line. Clock ticking near 6 minutes to go in the first half. 14-0 Caldwell County. Third down and 5 coming up for Union County. You may hear in the background, coach is telling Caldwell County, do not jump and give them the first down. Third down and 5. Cannon Sheffer again under center. Union staying with the same formation. Sheffer drops back, throws short, complete at the 33. Still on his feet across midfield. And finally brought down at the Tiger 48-yard line. That's number 1, Jaron Johnson. Turned a short reception into a first down and big yardage for Union County as they get into the Tiger end of the field at the 48-yard line. 5.5 to go in the half. Bob, that hit was quick, but yes, the quickness of Jaron Johnson showed on that one. You give him a little open field, and he's elusive.
I thought we had it pretty well covered, only a 5 or 6 yard gain, but he got it away from us quick.
This time, two receivers to the left, one to the right. Run off the left side is going to be Seals Porte. Picks up about 3 on the carry. Maybe just 2. Let's give him 2 on the carry. Second down and 8 coming up for Union County.
Clock ticking down, under 5 minutes now to go here in the first half.
Big Hall of Fame induction ceremony at halftime, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that on the Little Caesars halftime report. We'll also talk with Todd and Gary, get all the stats, the halftime moment in history, and the Caldwell County Band of Pride. A lot of stuff coming your way at halftime. Long way to go till then as Union County tries to put their first points on the board. 4:33 to go in the first half. Sheffer back out of the shotgun. Quickly on the little slant, complete, and another first down. That's the number 24, Brock Cullen. That one gets down to the Tiger 29-yard line. Jameis Carnahan on the tackle. But Union County finding something with these little quick hits, quick receiver hits.
Let's go, dude!
Braves will come to the line of scrimmage. First and 10 from the Tiger 29. Sheffer has Seals Porte in the backfield to his right shoulder. 2 receivers each side. Handoff to Seals Porte. Ball loose on the ground as he hit the line of scrimmage. We'll see who comes up with it. And it is Tiger football as Seals Porte coughs it up. Caldwell County with the recovery. The defense rises to the top one more time, Bob. As they strip the ball at the 25-yard line, come up with it on the recovery at the 23.
And Dennis, right now, what we don't want is a mistake deep in our own territory.
Let's go with a Go Green field report, see if we know who recovered that fumble for Caldwell County.
Yeah, Dennis, Isaiah Joyner is the one that came up with the football, and that's a big break for the Tigers, and trying to get to halftime with that shutout still on the board.
Stevens takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and I think it's going to be Smiley with no gain, or maybe a half yard at best.
They're tackling the football now, trying to.
As we near 3:30 left in the first half, Caldwell County, like Todd said, still tossing the shutout at this point. 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers as Kramer brings the play in from the sideline. Caldwell County in no hurry, still 19 seconds on the play clock. Extra tight end in for Caldwell County. 2 receivers to Stevens right. Stevens is going to roll right, has a little pressure, throws the ball down the sideline and out of bounds. Jack just getting rid of that one. He had a couple of people in the backfield fairly quickly, one on his heels, and he has to eat that down. 3:05 left in the half, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for Caldwell County. Crowd starting to fill in quite a bit since the opening kickoff, Bob. There's quite a few extra folks in since we started this game.
A big crowd on our side, Dennis. Really huge.
Snap to Stevens. Swings it over. Complete, but a loss on the play. He completes it to Logan Chambliss, little screen, wide receiver screen. Chambliss is going to be tackled back at the 26-yard line. So Caldwell County will face 4th down, and they're not going to take any chances at this point as Viverette comes out. He'll make contact somewhere near his own 13-yard line. 1 man deep for Union County. High snap. Viverette rolls, puts it in the air. Short kick, has a lot of spin. Hits, takes a Caldwell County bounce into Brave territory. And marked dead at the 46-yard line. So Union County has 2:22 on the clock to see if they can put their first points on the board.
And I think only 1 timeout remaining for Union County.
Tiger defense has played stellar tonight. We'll get some remarks with Todd and Coach Will Barnes immediately at halftime.
And the one thing we know, Dennis, we get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so this defensive possession is huge for the Tigers.
Good point, Bob. Yeah, if we can hold here and get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, we're in pretty good shape. Sheffer is going to go out of the gun. 2 receivers each side with Seals Porte in the backfield. Sheffer throws over the middle. This one's up for grabs, incomplete. Sheffer is not shy about throwing into double coverage, Bob. He's done that on several occasions tonight, but he's throwing it high, and Caldwell County has a chance to pick one of those off again.
3 people had a chance to catch that ball. 2 of them were Tigers.
Cullen, the intended receiver for Union County. Incompletion stops the clock with 2:17.
It doesn't look like he has a favorite receiver. He's thrown to everybody.
Yeah, he's an
tonight.
equal opportunity employer, but man, he puts a little air under that ball. 3 receivers to the near side. Low snap. Sheffer completes it to number 6 across the 50. Number 6, Kanye Pollard. Gain is down to the Tiger 47-yard line. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY Princeton. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. 3rd down and 4 coming up for Union County. Again, the Braves came into tonight moving up from 5th to 3rd in the 3A standings this week statewide. 4-0 mark, a rout of Murray last weekend. But finding a lot of trouble with the homestanding Tigers tonight. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield this time. Handoff goes to Hughes. Hughes shakes the tackle at the line of scrimmage, still on his feet. Brought down from behind, ball comes loose again. Stripped, and I think that's Kramer with the recovery. I'm not sure who got the strip on Hughes. Somebody hit him from the backside on the tackle. And Caldwell County is going to get the recovery at the 31. Go ahead, Bob, I'm sorry.
And more so than a strip, Dennis. He just got hit. 2 guys hit him, and he couldn't hang on.
30-yard line. First down.
He's going to spot the ball at the 30. Great hit by Caldwell County. Not only make the tackle like Bob said, but strip the ball loose. Kramer comes up with the fumble recovery. And whistles are going to stop this one before the ball is snapped. I think some equipment issues with the receiver on the far side. They're going to send him off the field. Luke Parker will come in. Not sure who that is coming off. Is that the new number 88? I can't tell.
Yeah, that may be Xavier Bumpus.
Snap back to Stevens. Hands off to Smiley. Smiley cuts. Tries to cut it to the outside. Does have some room across the 35. Hit at the 40. Knocks that tackler down. Across the 45. Flags come down. And it looked like somebody got a face mask on Smiley. We'll see what the call is. But a nice cut to the outside by Logan Smiley.
I think that's exactly a face mask, Dennis.
So if that is, that's going to really tack on some good yardage. Ball was spotted after the tackle at the 45, and they're going to give him 5 yards on the face mask. So Caldwell County with 1:16 setting dead center midfield here at Tiger Stadium, headed toward the tennis court end. Luke Parker, lone receiver to the right. Extra tight end in with Smiley in the backfield. 2 tight end set, high snap. Stevens gets it, no pressure, looking down the sidelines. He's got Kramer open, complete at the 17. Kramer tackled down at the 9-yard line. Lake Barkley CrossFit first down all the way down to the 9-yard line. 1 minute even on the clock, and Caldwell County with first and goal from the 9. Tigers don't have to really hurry here. They've got time before the clock starts till they get the marker set. Stevens, again, 2 tight end set. Hands off to Smile. No, keeps it himself, comes to the sideline, gets across the 5. Brought down just inside the 5. Let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd Griffin.
Was kind of hoping he would get out of bounds on that play, but just couldn't quite reach the sideline. But Caldwell with second and goal at the 5.
Stevens, same formation. Smiley in the backfield. Stevens is going to keep it himself. He's got some pressure in the backfield. Flag comes in the backfield. Stevens back across the 5 to about the 4. Clock's going to stop with 21 seconds. We'll see what the penalty is. Hopefully not another hold against the Tigers. We'll see what the call is. It is a hold against Caldwell County. And Bob, we haven't charted the hold calls tonight, but you've got to be somewhere around the 6 or 7 mark tonight on holds.
Probably 6 is going to be really, really close, Dennis.
So second and goal, this time spotted at the 15-yard line. Whistle blows this one dead. See what the call is here.
Maybe they just wanted to see if the whistle worked.
I don't think they had whistled to start play. Stevens out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right. Stevens rolls right, has some pressure, back quick to Smiley, hit at the 15. No gain on the play. 8 seconds on the clock, and Caldwell County is going to burn a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Goodwin Insurance Agency and Woodall Agency have great news. Effective January 1st, they have joined forces to provide even more options for all your insurance needs. Together, they provide the best prices and coverage from top-rated insurance companies and insure all lines of insurance. See Tori Hammett or Fred Foltz, or go to insurewithgoodwin.com for more information. Don't pay too much for your insurance. Let them shop for you and save today.
Back to Tiger Stadium. 8 seconds on the clock before halftime. Caldwell County with third down and goal from the 15. 14-0. Tigers lead this one over Union County.
The other strategy here, Dennis, would be to move the ball to the center of the field and go down, and then if we have the timeout, call the time.
I think we do have the timeout, and they are bringing the offense back out on the field. Right now the ball is spotted at the left hash mark area. Stevens has 2 receivers to his right shoulder. Stevens keeps it, goes down, hits the knee at the 20. They lose about 4 or 5 yards on the play, but they are going to bring Viverette out. I don't think that's going to matter with the leg that Blake has.
No, that was something you could see coming.
That last timeout brought to you by Travis Construction and Concrete. For all of your construction and concrete needs, it's Travis Construction and Concrete. This one's going to be spotted at the 27. It'll be a 37-yard attempt for Blake Viverette. Stevens on the hold, gets it down. Kick is up, plenty of distance, and good.
Kick is up and good.
At the end of the half, Caldwell County tacks on 3 more, and our halftime score a little bit surprising, but a good thing for Caldwell County. Tigers 17, Braves nothing.
We're going to send it down to the field.
We're going to check down with Todd and get with him with Coach Barnes as we'll look down and try to spot Todd. He does have Coach Barnes on the sideline, so we'll send it down for a Go Green report with Todd Griffin and Coach Barnes.
All right, guys, we're down here with Tiger head coach Will Barnes after a good first half. Will, things couldn't have gone much better for you guys during that first half.
Yeah, we left probably at least 7 out there with some turnovers there the first couple of drives. So you'd like to get some points there. Defense played really well. But, yeah, good effort defensively. We've done some good things offensively. It's going to be 4 quarters. So 17 ain't going to get it done tonight. We got to play a lot better in the second half, get to the ball a little bit. The big back, the Porty Seals kid is a good player. He's kind of wearing on us a little bit. So, we got to get more guys to the ball and wrap him up.
All right, Coach, good luck here in the second half. 17-0 at halftime.
Thanks, Todd.
All right. That is Tiger head coach Will Barnes. Back up to you, Dennis.
Thank you, Todd, for that report as we have the Hall of Fame inductees taking out to the field. Halftime report brought to you by Little Caesars. Just when you thought that pizza and breadsticks couldn't get any better, Slices and Sticks has arrived at Little Caesars, and that proves these two favorites are even tastier together. That's Little Caesars of Princeton. We're going to turn it over now to public address announcer Frankie Brown for tonight's Hall of Fame induction ceremonies.
First inductee tonight is Brett Hawkins. Brett is a 2004 CCHS grad, and he tragically died in a car crash in Owensboro on May 29th of this year. He was a great athlete. He passed for 1,987 yards and 20 touchdowns in a Tiger uniform. When he graduated, he was 5th on Caldwell's all-time passing list. He is now 13th. Accepting for Brett tonight is his daughter, Addie. Hall of Fame inductee, Brett Hawkins. Addie is also releasing some balloons in his memory tonight. Our second inductee is John Boyd. Coach Gates said John Boyd was one of the greatest linemen he ever coached. He was an incredible center. He was also a long snapper, and he also played some linebacker for the Tigers. He is a 1989 Caldwell County grad. Hall of Fame inductee, John Boyd. Next is Jason Asher. Jason was on some strong Tiger teams in the 90s. His senior season was 1996. He was an offensive guard, and he was also a good defensive lineman as he played both ways. Coach Gates said the 96 offensive line might have been the best offensive line that he ever had. Hall of Fame inductee, Jason Asher. Next is Mr. Matt Wilson. Matt was known for being a great blocker and also being a very consistent lineman. As a defensive lineman, he was 3rd on the team with 100 tackles as a senior. He was 2nd in tackles as a junior with 89. For his career, he totaled 240 tackles in a Tiger uniform. He was also named Honorable Mention All-State by the Courier Journal following his senior season in 2006. Hall of Fame inductee Matt Wilson. Next is Eric Fahn. Eric graduated as Caldwell County's all-time leading receiver with 1,355 yards in 2006 to 2008. He is now 10th on that career yardage list. He was also first on all-time receptions with 91. He is now 12th in that category. He led the 2008 Tigers with 52 receptions for 823 yards and 8 touchdowns. He was also a two-way starter in the secondary for the Tiger defense and also a long snapper for the Tigers. Hall of Fame inductee Eric Fahn. Dean Sears was a first-team All-State kicker by the Courier Journal and second-team All-State by the Associated Press in 1996. The AP voted him second-team All-State as a junior. Sears is second in career field goals at Caldwell County with 12 and third in extra points with 91. Hall of Fame inductee Dean Sears. Ralph Sharp is our next inductee. Ralph is not a native Caldwell Countyan, but his love for his adopted home was unrivaled. He was known countywide for his community involvement. Ralph died in January of 2019 after a bout with cancer. He was a regular at football games and all Tiger sporting events, for that matter, for almost 3 decades. Chip Hutchinson, the former publisher of the Times-Leader, is accepting the award for Ralph tonight, and he remembers him as someone who was always encouraging the local athletes. Hall of Fame inductee Ralph Sharp. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to the 2021 Hall of Fame inductees and show them how much we appreciate their efforts when they wore the blue and the gold of the Caldwell County Tigers.
And at the half, it's Caldwell County 17, Union County nothing. We'll take a quick break and send it down to the field for the remainder of the Little Caesars halftime report after this on WPKY.
Sometimes it's a constant round of co-pays.
Talking with your pharmacy to find out you need to talk to your doctor before you talk with your pharmacy again to allow your prescription to be filled.
Get off the merry-go-round.
Sign up for Princeton Drug's new Care Plus program. If you're juggling 5 or more medications, sign up for the Care Plus program and you'll be assigned a care advocate. Your care advocate will find the lowest prices on your meds and work with your doctors and arrange for delivery if needed. Sign up at PrincetonDrugStore.com or stop by Princeton Drugs on West Main Street.
There's good news in the fight against heart disease. Hello, I'm Jessica Reed Carr, a physician assistant who works alongside of Dr. Sanjay Bose. Did you know that Caldwell Medical Center has a cardiology clinic? Whether you need a stress test, echocardiogram, or just a follow-up, our highly trained team of heart health specialists have the experience to get you on the path to a healthier you right here at home. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 270-365-0350 or visit us at caldwellmedical.com.
You'll find over 30 years experience to work for you at U-Ride in Princeton. They are hometown proud and ready to serve your vehicle needs from start to finish, and they do it all safely. You'll find variety and quality vehicles along with on-the-lot financing. And of course, you can always apply online at uridesales.com. Stop by or call for an appointment today with one of their friendly sales staff at U-Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton. 270-365-3018. Hometown proud. Go Tigers!
Don't let the end of lake season pass you by before you get out to Eddy Creek Marina Resort.
You can enjoy the lake life now at Echo Charlie's Restaurant, Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Enjoy all your favorite foods like Bubba's Key West Salt Rings and so much more. Live music every Saturday night till the end of the season, Sunday, September 26th. Get a few more visits in at Eddy Creek Marina and Echo Charlie's.
The teams are in the locker room, and it's time for the Tiger Halftime Report on WPKY.
Time at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County leading number 3 ranked Union County 17-0 on Hall of Fame night. Big night here at Tiger Stadium. Tigers again up 17-0. Time now for the Goodwin Insurance scoreboard. Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Goodwin Insurance is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Good luck, Tigers, from Goodwin Insurance. Crittenden County, after falling to the Tigers last week 9-0 on the scoreboard twice in the first quarter at Hancock County tonight. Rockets up over the Hornets 14-0 after one. Henderson County on the road at Central Hardin. That's a 7-0 Henderson County lead at halftime there. Ballard Memorial, a future opponent for the Tigers. As a matter of fact, coming up next week in the first district game of the season. Ballard having a rough time tonight over at Hopkins County Central. That game is 43-0 Storm in the second quarter. Callaway County visiting Mayfield tonight, and things not going well for the Lakers. The Cardinals up 42-7 at halftime there. McCracken County leads Marshall County 9-6 after one quarter in Paducah tonight. That is the Goodwin Insurance scoreboard. Do want to tell you that tomorrow here on this very field at Tiger Stadium, the Caldwell County Junior Pro teams will play at home for the first time, hosting Crittenden County. Action gets underway at noon. Also, Caldwell Boys Soccer in action on the Saturday schedule. The Tigers scheduled to play 2 games in the Donnelly Classic at Madisonville North Hopkins High School. Lady Tiger volleyball team in action at the State All-A Classic. They lost their opener in pool play to Ballard Memorial. They had split the first 2 sets against Somerset Christian in their second pool play game. One more pool contest in the morning, and then you either advance to the championship bracket or the consolation bracket at the State All-A Classic. So that's the schedule as we have it right now for tomorrow. Again, your halftime score here. Caldwell County with a good first half, leading the Union County Braves 17-0. Time now for our halftime moment in history, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporters of Caldwell County football. Their son is a Caldwell County Tiger, Junior Jameis Carnahan. West Kentucky Memorials offers quality handcrafted granite memorials. West Kentucky Memorials. And in 2008, up at Union County, Caldwell County recorded its biggest comeback win ever, rallying from 16 points down to prevail 38-28. The Tigers trailed 28-12 in the third quarter of that game, but scored 26 unanswered points in the final 14 minutes of the contest. Eric Fawn, one of the Hall of Famers tonight, caught 6 passes in that game for 179 yards and a touchdown. The contest actually turned when Jaquan Glover got loose for a 92-yard touchdown run late in the third quarter. Some guy named Will Barnes passed for 275 yards and 3 touchdowns in that game. I wonder whatever happened to him. But again, the Tigers, the biggest comeback ever at 2008 at Union County. Tigers coming back to win that game 38-28. And that's your halftime moment in history, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. Again, Hall of Fame night at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County leading Union County 17-0. Gary is standing by for stats after this timeout here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
We're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore at Joyner Hardware on Main Street in Princeton.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athletes. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at yoursportsedge.com. academics, athletics, and achievements. The Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at YourSportsEdge.com.
Good luck to all our Tiger athletes this season. From the Armory Gun Shop, go Tigers. Give it your all.
Halftime show continues here at Tiger Stadium. The Caldwell County Band on the field tonight. Tigers up 17-0 over the Union County Braves. One other score to pass along real quick on the Goodwin Insurance scoreboard. Hopkinsville and Christian County playing over at the Stadium of Champions in Hopkinsville. That's also 17-0. Hoptown on top. And Gary, as we move to the halftime stats, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, that Hoptown Christian County game might be the last time the Tigers and Colonels ever hook up.
Well, that's what we're hearing, the consolidation. It's all about when does it happen, but nonetheless, those two teams are the only ones that have basically defeated us this year. So I'm looking at them and trying to see how they play against each other. I think that'll be interesting to see how we've improved since our first and third games of the year. Here are the halftime stats. First for the Caldwell County Tigers. Rushing 107 yards as a team, led by Logan Smiley, 7 rushes for 94 yards. Quarterback Jack Stevens has 3 carries for 11. There was a team carry for -5. That was the play where Jack Stevens basically gave himself up to center the ball for Blake Vavret's field goal. And 1 run for Jameis Carnahan for 7 yards. That would be 12 rushes, 107 yards for Caldwell. Passing, Jack Stevens is 5 of 9 for 37 yards. He had 2 early interceptions. One was off of a Tiger hand, so he's settled down quite nicely since then. Made quite a good throw on the scramble drill to a wide-open Logan Chambliss for our only offensive touchdown of the night. Logan Chambliss has 2 catches for 28 yards. Max Kramer, 2 catches for 9. And Logan Smiley, a catch for 0 yards. So offensively, 1 touchdown for Logan Smiley. Defensively, 1 touchdown for Jack Stevens on the 47-yard pick 6, and 1 special team score, the 37-yard half-ending field goal by Blake Vavret. As for the Union County Braves, they have rushed the ball 18 times for a net of 44 yards. However, they were in negative rushing well into the second quarter due to a couple of big sacks by the Tiger defense. Cannon Sheffer, the quarterback, has thrown the ball for 94 yards on 7 of 15 passing. He's basically been going for the long ball and taking some low percentage shots, one of which was his lone interception, and that is his line, 7 of 15 with 1 pick for 94 yards. Defensively for the Tigers, Jack Stevens has the 1 interception. Fumble recoveries by Max Kramer and Isaiah Joyner, accounting for 3 Union County turnovers. Elijah Shaheen has 2 sacks. One was an early tone setter in the first series for Union, forcing a punt. He has 5 tackles overall. Jameis Carnahan has a caused fumble, and overall the most tackles with 7, followed closely by Landon Davis, who also has a caused fumble, and 6 tackles for the Tigers. The Tigers are getting to the ball defensively, and they're going to need to continue to do that, as I believe Union will continue to run the ball because they believe at 17-0 they're still in this game. So Todd, when I'm looking at this, I think Caldwell played, after the couple of turnovers, a pretty solid first half.
Yeah, again, leading 17-0 at halftime over Union County. That's halftime stats brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Do want to let you know that the Lady Tiger volleyball team defeated Somerset Christian 2-1 up in Richmond. So the Lady Tigers now 1-1. Emma Talley tied for 13th in Portland. 1 under today. 1 under overall, even today so far. So Emma Talley tied for 13th out in Portland. We'll be back with more on the halftime report as we continue here on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Life is filled with moments. Moments we share with those we love, worry about, and strive to protect the most. At Woodman Life, we provide life insurance and retirement products to help protect you and your family so that you can enjoy all the moments to come.
This is Josh Ray, your local Woodman Life agent. Come see us at 1009 West Main Street or give us a call at 365-6111.
Certain eligibility and age restrictions apply. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society, Omaha, Nebraska.
When we say
Classic hits.
we mean
American woman, stay away from me. All I need is a miracle. All I need is you. After midnight, we gon' lay it all hang down.
listen to WPKY worldwide at
WPKYonline.com. WPKY.
Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress wishes all the Tiger athletes good luck this season. Go Tigers. Give it your all from Herb Hayes Furniture.
And back to Tiger Stadium as we get set for kickoff here in the second half with the Tigers leading this one 17-0. Halftime report brought to you by Little Caesars. Just when you thought that pizza and breadsticks couldn't get any better, Slices and Sticks arrives on scene. Little Caesars proves that these two favorites are even tastier together. Slices and Sticks combines 4 pepperoni pizza slices, 8 cheese breadsticks in one pizza, plus you got to have it, Bob, the side of crazy sauce. Little Caesars of Princeton, and we're sitting here with a box of Little Caesars. We were enjoying that during the halftime report with Todd and Gary, so we appreciate the guys at Little Caesars for tonight's halftime meal.
I won't have to worry about what I'm going to eat when I get home, Dennis. The three pieces I've had so far have done their job for me.
Oh, Little Caesars hits the spot. You hit that drive-in window, drive around, give them a few dollars, and you've got a big, large pepperoni pizza riding home with you. So check them out on game day. Union County getting set to tee this one up at the 40 as Caldwell County won the toss before the game, elected to defer. So, Bob, you like where we're at. I know there's a long way to go in this second half, but the way this defense is playing at this point in a 3-possession ball game, you really like Caldwell's chances here in this half. 1:30 to go. And, Bob, I'll let you tell us about the third quarter sponsor.
Third quarter is going to be brought to us by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Stop in and see Hab and Pam Haberlock. They've been there for the past 3 years. They're also your local U-Haul dealer here in Princeton. Stop in and see Pam, see what the bargains that she has in that store that's loaded down with inventory. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Everything a home should be.
And, Bob, we got a little update. Former Tiger Trip Branch had been in concussion protocol at center. Come to find out, he may have had some of his headaches caused by a sinus infection during the past week. So there's a good chance that he may see some action either this week or next for Center College.
Well, that's great. And if you have a sinus headache, I mean, you'll definitely know it. One thing I think we got to pay attention to here, Dennis, and I don't know whether Union County is ready to roll the dice or not, but it wouldn't surprise me if they tried something like an onside kick here.
Yeah, you've got to be ready for anything with them down. I'm sure they're feeling a little bit of pressure. They know there's a lot of time left in this football game, but like we said, it's a 3-possession ball game any way you look at it.
We're rested, so I look for us to play really, really strong here in the third quarter. Hopefully we can run off 5 or 6 minutes in this possession and put additional points on the board.
Big halftime with the Hall of Fame inductions and also a great performance by the Band of Pride tonight. Their first time out on the field and did a great job tonight. Ball teed up at the 40. Union approaches. A high kick's going to be fielded at the 38-yard line. I think that was Jameis Carnahan with the catch at the 38.
So they were up to some strategy there.
Well, you had that one pegged, Bob. I don't know if it's all the games you've watched from the booth or on the chain gang, but you had that one lined out quick.
And to Jameis's credit, he knew to signal for the fair catch, which protects him.
Yeah, he hit the knee right at the 39 is going to be the official position. So Stevens starts it out, keeps it himself, up the middle, finds a seam, and brought down at the 45-yard line. Design keeper for Jack Stevens as we start the second half.
Gain of 6 yards on that play and a 2nd and 4 for the Tigers here.
Smiley in the backfield with Stevens. 2 receivers to the far side. Handoff goes to Smiley. Smiley hits the line, digs hard, and picks up about a yard on the play.
They may mark it at the 40. Could be the
Maybe we'll give him
47.
2. Maybe the 47. Yeah, we're in a good mood tonight. 17-0. We'll give him the 47 on the carry. Luke Parker, the receiver on the far side. 2 receivers set to the near side as Caldwell County goes right to left here to start the third quarter. Stevens puts Chambliss in motion. Stevens has some pressures, getting run down, throws, and gets it away, but I think they're going to throw the grounding flag down. There was a receiver about 12 yards down the field, but Stevens had a Union County player on his back.
And after Jack threw it, that's when he was rendered defenseless, and they're going to get.
And it is grounding against Caldwell County. The lead referee looked
really?
up the field to see the player, and Bob, we could see him at around the 47-yard line of Union County. But Stevens' throw was short of the 45 on our side of the field.
So he had to get that ball past the line of scrimmage then. I'm not sure I understand that rule.
Intentional grounding is the call. It's going to bring up fourth down. You get down and distance on that penalty. So Viverette in, has a lot of pressure, gets it away, takes a good Caldwell County hop, fielded at the 33-yard line. Across the 40, still on his feet. Flags coming in from everywhere.
I thought they were maybe getting roughing the kicker on that one, but no flag on that.
The return was by Brock Cullen. He was brought down at the 42 of Union County. We'll see what the flags coming in again on the near side of the field. And I think a flag in the backfield. It's going to be an illegal block in the back by Union County. So that's going to push the Braves back. 10:41 on the clock here, just underway in the third quarter. Caldwell County leading this one 17-0. An offensive touchdown, a defensive touchdown, and a field goal has Union County facing a hole as they take over at the 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Beautiful night for football, still a little bit warm. Handoff goes to Seals Portee, breaks a tackle in the backfield, gets to the sideline, and I think it's enough for a first down out near the 45-yard line. Seals Portee is a load, Bob, but he's been hit in the backfield 2 or 3 times tonight. Looked like sure losses, able to shake those and pick up pretty good yardage. It is enough for a first.
I'm sure Union County was properly motivated at halftime, Dennis.
Well, I'm sure there's probably some paint chipped off the walls wherever they met. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. 2 receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. 2 backfield for Sheffer. Sheffer hands it off over the left side and across midfield, or to midfield at least. Jaron Johnson with the carry. Kind of images of the old wing tee, the way they set up on that one.
And just a little bit of where Union County's line may be just edging ahead a little bit, where our defensive line play in the first half was exceptional.
10 minutes left in the third quarter. Union County again, same setup, 2 backfield. 1 back each on Sheffer's shoulder. Hand off to the left. He's got a hole across the 40. It Seals Portee still on his feet as he crosses the 35. Whistles finally blow as the pile stops at the 34-yard line. So Union County having a little more success here as we start the third quarter. Ball's going to be spotted at the 34. Another first down for Union County with 9:35 left to go in the third quarter. And Bob, they are moving Caldwell County back quite a bit easier than they had in the first half at this point. 2 back set with Sheffer. Sheffer out of the shotgun to Johnson. Johnson finds a hole to the far side, tripped up at the 27 and across the 25.
Now, Union County depending on the run game in this drive.
Union County getting an extra blocking back in out of this lineup, this formation they're running here in the third quarter. Seems to be working. First down again at the 23-yard line of Caldwell County. Union breaks the huddle with first down and just over 9 minutes to go in the third. Johnson and looks like number 23 Hughes in the backfield. Hughes takes the handoff, picks his way back in the middle, some open field across the 10, and he's down close to the 5-yard line. Let's take a Go Green field report with Todd Griffin.
All right, Dennis, we saw Union County move the ball some in the first half, but once they got in the red zone or close to that area, they would turn the ball over. This is kind of the spot where if you're a Tiger fan, you're kind of hoping they'll lay another one on the ground.
Caldwell County hustling a couple of players off the field. First and goal from the 5-yard line for Union County. They've found something they like in this two-back setup. And it's going to be, is it a timeout called? It is a timeout by Caldwell County. 8:15 to go in the third quarter. Back after this on WPKY.
Trice Hughes has been serving Western Kentucky for over 60 years. Their experienced sales force, ASE certified techs, and all the friendly folks at Trice Hughes have worked to become your family's exclusive automotive dealer. The home team that's kept our families safe on the road for generations. From work to play and everything in between, your home team has what you need. Stop by and drive the difference. Our home team, Trice Hughes, Highway 91 North in Princeton.
Pro Collision says, go Tigers. Give it your all this season. Leave it all on the field from Pro Collision.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County with a 17-0 lead here with 8:14 to go in the third quarter, but Union County threatening. Ball first and 10 inside the 5. Coach Barnes getting a little explanation from one of the officials. But Union County being able to move the ball here in the third quarter with much more success, Bob, than they did in that first half. They've got Seals, Porte, and Hughes in the backfield with Sheffer.
You're just wondering if maybe they've been holding a little bit and it's not been called.
Still some discussion out on the field. They get the ball set and ready for play. They put time back on the clock now, 8:19 instead of 8:14. Sheffer out of the shotgun, one back on each shoulder, hand off to Hughes, tries to get to the outside and does untouched. Flag in the backfield, hopefully a hold. And preliminary call looks like it is going to be a hold against Union. Fortunate for Caldwell County because Chris Hughes got to the end zone untouched around that left side. So the call is going to be a hold against Union County. Ball is going to be spotted back at the 16-yard line. First and goal for the Braves from there.
Wonder if they'll stay with their running game since it's been so productive here in the third quarter, or they'll go to the air.
They have two receivers to the right, one to the left. Still that two-back set. Hand off to Hughes. Bounces it towards the outside. He's hit and brought to the sideline. Finally get him out of bounds. I thought they had him for about a 5-yard loss back at the near the 20.
Hard to tell from here how close he was inbounds or out of bounds.
I think the loss, looking by the field markers on that far side, is about a yard loss. Second and goal from the 15 now. Caldwell County with nice pursuit around the end. I think Union County just went to the well twice. They knew the play worked when they got the holding call. They went straight back to it with Hughes trying to get around that left end. Now Sheffer rolls, has some pressure, turns, faces some more pressure, scrambling around back at the 30, directing traffic, still on his feet, goes to the sideline and lays a hit. Gets close to the 10, flag on the near side of the field.
Sheffer on the keeper for the Braves on the stop
Caldwell County had nice pressure, but just unable to contain Sheffer in the backfield. He gets loose, picks up positive yardage, but we'll see what the call is.
Did the ref just pick up the flag?
Let's go down to Todd with a go green report because the flag was laying near the 10.
Well, Dennis, the call was going to be an illegal alignment down the field, but because the pass was not thrown, the flag was picked up. So that's the call.
Union County, thank you, Todd. Union County inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal for Union County. Sheffer takes a snap. Drops back to pass, has some pressure. This one almost picked off. Isaiah Joyner made the jump, and just off his fingertips.
Caldwell County on that play blitzed the linebacker and just about got to Sheffer before he unloaded that ball, and he really threw it up for grabs, Dennis. They were lucky to dodge that bullet.
Yeah, if Joyner comes down with that ball after the pressure by the blitz, he has about 85 yards of green grass to run up that sideline. You're not going to catch Joyner in a foot race.
Big play here.
4th down and goal from the 9. Caldwell County looks to keep the shutout intact. Sheffer out of the shotgun.
No protection for him.
Drops back, gets some pressure over the middle, and signal is touchdown.
His helmet came off.
I thought that was the ball for a second. Sheffer to Hughes. Hughes was hitting the end zone when he came down. He lost his helmet but held on to the ball. And Union County is on the board, 17-6. That score coming with 7:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Pretty impressive drive by Union County. They'll bring in Colin Nally, number 15, to try the extra point attempt. Sheffer to hold. Nally 10 out of 14 on the season. Snap is down, kick is up. And it is good with 7:42 to go in the 3rd. It's the Tigers 17, the Braves 7. Back after this on
Get into shape
WPKY.
and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy offers a wide range of family-friendly classes as well as personal training, yoga, gymnastics, sports training, cardio, and weightlifting. Trilogy has something for everyone. Trilogy now offers an app with online workouts, live classes, nutrition tracking, and more. Search Trilogy Performance Sports in your app store. Use sign-up code 1824. For app info and more, follow them on Facebook.
Hey, it's Jess. Join me weekday mornings from 6 to 9. We'll get you ready to start your day with sticky notes and local, regional, and national news updates at 6:30 and 7:30. Complete Weather Edge forecast, jump in a Wayback Machine, birthdays and anniversaries at 7:30. Catch up with Community Calendar and cover local issues, events, and even share the love with Coffee Talk at 8 a.m. Everything you need to know and a whole lot of fun. Start your day with us at 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Back to Tiger Stadium, 7:42 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And Bob, Coach Barnes told Todd at the end of the half, 17 wasn't going to be enough. They had a lot of work to do in that second half. Union County came out, found a formation that they liked, ran it down the field for the most part, and capped it off with 7 points from Sheffer to Hughes, 17-7 Tigers.
You know, it's definitely at halftime the game was not over, Dennis. We couldn't get anything done on our opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Union County maybe seizing a little bit of the momentum right now. Caldwell County needs to get something done here, moving the ball.
Union County has it teed up at the 40. Caldwell expecting a short kick. They only sent one back. That one's going to be kicked out of bounds. Looks like it goes out around the 37-yard line. So we'll tack on some yardage there. Caldwell County will have great field position to start this second drive of the second half, leading this one 17-7. Tigers defense, I think you graded them a AA+ in that first half, Bob.
They slipped a little bit on the first possession in the 3rd quarter. They're going to mark it at the 30.
35-yard line will be the starting point. Trip set out to the left for Jack Stevens. think he has Parker to the far side alone. Stevens on the keeper. He's met and knocked back for a loss. He'll lose 4 at least on the play. Union County really bringing the pressure here in the second half.
I think that was designed to be a handoff to Logan Smiley, and the snap was so high. Logan was past Jack. Jack had to eat it.
2nd and 14 coming up for the Tigers. Smiley goes into motion. Stevens takes the snap. Swing pass over to Kramer. Kramer makes a spin move, dodges a tackle, still on his feet across the 40 and brought down at the 45. It's going to be really close to a first down. Max Kramer with a nifty move immediately upon catching the football. Union County with a player down on the field. We'll check on that and any other thoughts down on the field with a Go Green sideline report with Todd Griffin.
Well, Dennis, this should be a first down. The ball was actually on the 35 to start the series. It's actually touching the 45, so by rule, that should be a first down. And I see them moving the sticks on the far side. Momentum's kind of gotten away from the Tigers here in the second half. It was on the home side in the first half, but right now it feels like Union County's kind of riding the momentum.
Yeah, even on defensive side of the football, Union County looks like they're bringing some pressure, Todd. We'll see how the Tigers respond. Looked like a cramp issue for one of the Union County players. He's off the field and on his own.
That catch by Max Kramer, Max got probably 6 or 7 yards that he shouldn't have made just by spinning away from the initial tackler.
Trip set to the right. He's also got Logan Smiley. They're going to bring Carnahan into motion. He comes back, sets up in the backfield. Carnahan on the carry, hits the line. Good carry on this one. He's going to be close to another first down. He went off tackle to the right side, brought down near the 45-yard line. Might be about half a yard short. They'll spot it at the 46.
9-yard run that time by Jameis.
2nd and 1 for the Tigers coming up with 6:20 on the clock. 17-7 Tigers. Stevens goes over to the sideline, brings the play back in. Caldwell County, Bob, if you remember back to that first game, went to the huddle a lot. They have since kind of chucked that to the side. Stevens, handoff to Smiley, wants to break it to the outside, turns it back into the inside, picks up a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down to about the 43-yard line.
Another one of your quick cut moves, Dennis.
Love it out of that kid. He does a great job on that. Lake Barkley CrossFit, always free to come and try at Lake Barkley CrossFit, where they have classes designed for anyone at any fitness level. 1st and 10 Tigers from the 42-yard line. Two receivers each way. Stevens in the backfield with Smiley. Smiley takes the handoff, picks his way across the 40, still on his feet, across the 35, and hauling people down to the 29 or 30-yard line. Smiley keeps that center of gravity really low, keeps those legs churning, and usually picks up extra yardage a lot of times anytime Caldwell County has a good lengthy drive on the ground.
And that's one way to diffuse Union County's momentum, Dennis, is the drive that we're on right now.
3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Again to Smiley, saw the hole, jumps a player, and gets it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. It's not only hard to break down, he's got a little hurdle skills in him too. 24-yard line.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers, running the clock now down to 4:54 to play here in the third quarter.
Number 15 in the ball game is Camden Wofford. He's one of the receivers setting up in the trip set. Now he comes out, and it looks like maybe Joyner on the far side is the farthest receiver out of that trip set to the right. Stevens keeps it himself, comes to the left, looks up the field, lowers his head, gets the ball across the 20. Stevens with the keeper, and it's going to be close to another first down.
Can't see where they're marking the ball yet.
And they're moving the chain, so it is a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down.
Spotted at the 19.
See where they'll
we'll
put
say
it
the
down.
19.
Yeah, looks like the 19-yard line's a good call on that, Bob. So first down Tigers on a time-consuming drive here after Union County put their first points of the night up earlier. 4:18 on the clock in the third quarter, 17-7 Tigers. Two receivers each way, high snap, handoff late to Smiley, and Smiley's hit. Not much on that one. If maybe a yard would be generous.
We'll just say it's at the 19, no gain.
And another high step kind of knocked the timing off again, Bob. We've seen that a couple of times. Here Stevens able to reel it in, but getting the handoff to Smiley has been tough.
Yeah, as long as we can catch those high snaps, we'll live with hopefully only one out of each drive.
Stevens with Smiley to his right shoulder. Again to Logan, through the middle, brought down around the 15-yard line. I think the nose is going to touch the 15-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play. Makes it 3rd and 6 for the Tigers.
And well within the range of Blake Viverette if the drive were to stall, but hopefully Caldwell County can come up with something here. Max Kramer, the lone receiver to the left. Caldwell County brings Carnahan into the backfield. Fake the handoff to Carnahan. Stevens with the pass complete at the 10, brought down at the 5.
To Logan Smiley.
Looks like Smiley. Yeah, it is Logan Smiley.
Mark at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line, little misdirection pass to Logan Smiley. Caldwell's run that play about 3 times, and they've handed off to Carnahan each time after he sets up in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Carnahan, and Smiley was open. It's a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. 1st and goal from the 5 for the Tigers.
Still plenty of time on the play clock. Down to 13 seconds.
2 receivers each way. This time Carnahan in the backfield with Stevens. Carnahan, handoff is bobbled, gets on the ground, and it looks like Union County's waving their way. Carnahan can't reel in the handoff, and it's a turnover. Caldwell County, as Union will take over at the 5-yard line. Let's go down to the field for a Go Green field report with Todd and see what he saw on the play.
Yeah, Dennis, I don't even think he ever really had the handoff there. The ball popped out, and number 9 for Union County got a nice Christmas gift because it fell right under him.
So Union stops the Tiger drive with the fumble recovery, 2:22 showing on the third quarter clock. Still 17-7 Caldwell County, but that's points that you let slip away right there, Bob, either 3 or 7. You felt like you were going to get something out of that drive regardless.
It did take about 10 minutes off the scoreboard, though.
Sheffer with the handoff. The player slips in the backfield. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage. I'm going to say he lost a yard.
Yes.
Seals Porte.
Of course, Union County in dangerous territory right now, Dennis. They can't be as freewheeling at their 4-yard line as they could at midfield.
So loss on the play of 1. 2nd down and 11 for Union. Field is in great condition. A little bit of rain earlier today, but we've been to a few places this season, Bob, and this field is right there with the best of them.
It is top-notch.
Sheffer goes under center. Goes into the end zone, throwing, looking down the sideline, and it's complete at the 40. Pulled down at the 45 of Caldwell County. Kramer had the coverage, but the reception hauled in by number 6, Kanye Pollard.
You look like Max had as much effort at that ball as the Union County receiver, and just kind of did not go after the ball like maybe he should have.
It was a perfect pass from Sheffer out of his end zone all the way out to the 40 of Union County. Pollard picks up another 15 after the catch, and Union County gets out of that goal line shadow into Caldwell County territory at the Tiger 45-yard line. 1:15 and ticking in the third quarter. Sheffer again under center, 2 receivers to his left, hands off to Johnson. Johnson hit at the line of scrimmage, pushes the pile, and picks up about 3 on the play. Number 1, small player Jaron Johnson, but he is a really tough runner, quick, hard to bring down. 2nd and 7 coming up for Union County as we are under a minute to play in the third quarter. Good crowd on hand for both sides. You see the opposing side, the bleachers practically full on Union County's side. Union County looks like they're going back to that two-back set with Sheffer, Seals, Porte, and Hughes. Hughes gets the carry, and he's met and pushed back. That Tiger line all over that one. Let's see if we can pick that number up. I think that was Davis on the tackle just about the time Hughes took the handoff. Coach Barnes pleading a case on the sideline that they actually lost a couple of yards. It's going to be 3rd and 10. But it's the end of the third quarter. Caldwell County 17, Union 7. Back after this for fourth quarter action on WPKY.
It's Penny Ryle Electric's birth month. We've been serving the electric power needs of this community for 84 years now. But did you know that Penny Ryle Electric has always been member-owned? Yep, from our beginnings in 1937. And since that time, just as we do today, Penny Ryle Electric has been dedicated to providing you the best electrical service at the lowest possible rates. Penny Ryle Electric, dedicated to working toward progress and better living for you, your family, and the communities we serve.
Chick-fil-A of Hopkinsville wants to salute the outstanding achievements of our area student athlete. Each week, a student athlete will be chosen based on academics, athletics, and achievements. Watch for the Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at YourSportsEdge.com. Academics, athletics, and achievements at Chick-fil-A AAA Young Person of the Week at YourSportsEdge.com.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
Here at Tiger Stadium for the fourth quarter of tonight's game, brought to you by Cozy Living. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, located next to the bowling alley in Princeton. And for the call here in the fourth quarter, my friend Dennis Stevens.
Thank you, Bob. Trip set to the left for Sheffer. Low snap, picks it up, drops back. He's got some pressure rolling out of the pocket, still trying to get rid of the football. Does. But I think it's going to be, are they calling that complete? And they are calling that complete. It looked like it bounced in. Looked like Hughes caught a grounder, but they're going to give him the completion down to the 43-yard line. 4th and 8 for Union County.
Another one of these big downs that we keep talking about. Dennis, we didn't do well on the last one when they took it in to score. We got to hold them now.
Look for a big play out of Shaheen here coming up because he was a monster in that first quarter.
I don't think they'll try to run it either. I think they're going to try to go to the air.
Trip set out to the right, single receiver to the left. Sheffer drops back, fakes to the left, goes down the right. This one tipped away and almost intercepted. Isaiah Joyner again. That one would have been a spectacular interception, but it was at least able to get fingertips on it and knock it down, so Caldwell County will take over on the turnover on downs.
I'm sure Union County obviously wanted to go for the home run, but, you know, I'm not sure why they would want to do that. Why not try to get the 10-yard pass, pick up the first down, and still try to see what they could get done?
I think Todd made that remark at halftime. Now they've gone for the home run ball quite a bit. Snap is back to Stevens. Hand off to Smiley, hitting the backfield, and he's going to lose a little bit of yardage on that one. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY Princeton. The Union County defense has really played much better here. They've made things a lot harder on Caldwell County here in this second half. They're getting a lot of pressure, not only on Stevens, but into the backfield on the hands-off to Smiley and to Carnahan at times. Loss of 2 on the carry, 2nd and 12, Caldwell County. 10:30 left in the ball game. Caldwell County trying to hold on to a 17-7 lead and build on it. Hand off to Smiley. Smiley picks his way across the 40, 45, looks to get to the sideline, lowers his head, pushes a defender back. Finally brought down, but it's in Union County territory at the 46-yard line. It is enough for a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down.
Pick up a 14 yards on that play.
And Bob, he had to pick his way through the first 3 or 4 of it just to find something. Found a blocker, got behind it, and then lowered his head and picked up the last 3 basically on his own.
He's a pretty tough little gritty fella.
1st and 10 Tigers. And should start milking a little bit of that clock. Still a 10-point lead. 2-possession ball game. Snap back to Stevens. Swing pass over to Parker. Complete. Parker dives and gets it close to the 40. Parker with a nice catch. Dodged a tackle in the backfield. Lunge forward to the 40. Pick up a 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 for the Tigers. 9.5 to go. Caldwell County back into the huddle. This was the offense in the first game of the season, Bob, with a lot of huddle, and we weren't used to them taking that much time between snaps. Now in this 4th quarter with a 2-possession lead, look for a little bit more out of the huddle. Compact set for the Tigers. Smiley in motion, ball on the ground, and the Tigers just have to fall on it. Let's check with Todd to see if there's a little bit of dew or if there's some rain or moisture from the rain earlier today on the field. We've seen some slipping and some balls loose on the handoff. Todd, anything for us on that aspect?
It is just a little wet down here, but I mean, not bad at all. If you're the Tigers at this point, just take care of the football. Clock's running. The clock is your friend at this point. Just if the worst thing you have to do is punt, then so be it.
3rd and 6 for the Tigers. Stevens has 1 receiver each way with extra tight end.
Still 14 seconds on the play clock.
Kramer far side, Luke Parker near side. They're going to switch Smiley to the left shoulder of Stevens. Snap back, handoff to Smiley. Smiley hits the line. Was almost brought down, keeps churning, and he's going to be close to a first, Bob, on that second effort by Logan Smiley.
He may have it, Dennis. Going to mark it at the 30, let's say the 37.
And I'm going to say first down from here, Bob, if they're going to measure. The officials have called timeout. I think it might be another cramped player. Looks like Chris Hughes showing some cramp issues going off the field, but
I don't know whether they're going to measure or not.
They flipped the marker to 4th down. If I were Coach Barnes, I think I would ask for a measurement.
Caldwell did not get a very good spot on that one, guys.
They are going to bring the chains out.
Wish Caldwell had got the spot there that Union County was getting the last drive.
Chains are coming out. I don't know, Bob. It's where they're setting up. It looks like they're going to be a little short. And it is. It's almost about a half-yard short.
So it brings up 4th and 1.
8:04 on the game clock. 17-7 Tigers. Do you try to pin them inside? Do you try to go ahead and pick up the half yard? And it looks like they're going to keep that offense out.
I think you got to go for it, Dennis. We punt it down. They get it somewhere around the 10, 15, or 20.
So this is going to be a big play here. Smiley is in the backfield. You've got a extra tight end in the ball game.
And I'm glad Jack's not under center because I think that would clog up the middle too much.
They start the clock back up as we'll go under 8 minutes before this one's over. Still 19 seconds on the play clock.
What we don't want to do is be on our stance too long and move.
1 receiver each side. Smiley to the right shoulder. Union County showing blitz. Stevens keeps it, lowers his head. He's got first down and then some as he gets across the 35 to the 33-yard line.
Pick up for 4 yards, yes.
Lake Barkley CrossFit first down for Jack Stevens. That'll buy Caldwell County some more time. You look probably at least 2 minutes in a worst case scenario. Ball spotted at the 33.
Exactly, and really one more first down would peel off about another 2 minutes. So we keep this drive going, we pretty well can get out here with a victory.
7:19 on the clock. Kramer goes wide on the far side. Luke Parker near side.
Can't have any mistakes now.
Hand off to Smiley. Smiley weaves his way, cuts it back, trying to get to the outside. Sees an opening. 10-5. Touchdown, Tigers. Logan Smiley started that off the left side of the line, cut it back across the middle, and then saw an opening in the corner, and it was off to the races. Logan Smiley with 7:01 on the clock.
He may be close, getting close to 200 yards, Dennis.
23-7. As Blake Viverette will come out and try to tack on the extra point attempt, which is always brought to you by Gather on Main. Gather on Main, where you come in your school colors on game day, get 10% off your meal. Stevens will be the holder. Kick is up. And good. 7:01 left in the ball game. 24-7 Tigers. Back after this on WPKY.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Alan Watts with Your Ag Edge, inviting you to join me Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. for the WPKY Morning Ag Report. We check in daily with Caldwell County Agriculture Extension Agent Shane Bogle. Get the latest from fellow farm broadcaster Max Armstrong. Take a look at the latest livestock market reports. Hear the latest edition of Traveling to Bluegrass and check the opening grain market with Hopkins Elevator's Ben Westerfield. That's the Morning Ag Report from Your Ag Edge Network on 103.3 FM and 1580 AM WPKY.
Raider Auction Company is excited to cheer on all the Tiger athletes this season. Go Tigers from Raider Auction Company.
Back to Tiger Stadium as Caldwell County is back out to their biggest lead of the night. 24-7 over Union County. Little pooch high kick on the kickoff, fielded at the 29. Union County thought they had it broken for a second. Brought down at the 39-yard line. 6:59 left in this ball game, and Bob, that was just what the doctor ordered. Logan Smiley ripping off a 33-yard touchdown run.
Beautiful run, Dennis. I mean, he cut back 3 or 4 times, outran 2 Union County defenders to the far corner, to the near corner of the end zone, and was extremely happy once he got on the ground in the end zone.
You have to go a long way to beat that for the quick cut of the ball game, because he started that out on the left side of the line, cut it back into the right corner of the end zone. 1st and 10, Union County back down 3 possessions. Sheffer drops back, got some pressure, throws down the field, and looked like that could have been called offensive interference because Hughes pulled down Kramer. Kramer looking for a flag on it as well.
That could have gone either way, Dennis. That's too close for comfort for us. We got to knock that ball down.
I think that Hughes saw that Kramer was going to make an interception, or at least had a good beat on one, pulled him down from behind.
But you never can understand what the ref is going to see in that situation.
The incompletion leaves it at 2nd and 10, but that could have been big for Caldwell County, either the interception or the call of offensive pass interference. Ball's back spotted though on the 38.
And just like last week, where Critney went to the passing attack last week, Union County's going to have to go to it now.
Yeah, Caldwell County can bring a little more pressure right here. 2 receivers each way for Union County. Sheffer throws it downfield, incomplete. Overthrows his receiver, the nearest man in the area again, Max Kramer.
Again, he's not looking for the short receiver. He's looking for the home run.
Yeah, he's done that all night. That's what the guys mentioned at halftime as well, and he's not satisfied with the 7-8 yard pickup. He wants 15, 20 or more.
Of course, that does stop the clock, which is something that Union will want to do. Just like Haywood would say, to arrest the clock.
I like it. 6:46 on the clock. 3rd and 10. Low snap. Sheffer picks it up, swings it out to a receiver on the sideline. Well short of a first down. He gets it across the 40 to about the 43-yard line.
And still in bounds, and that's what we like to see.
4th down coming up, and it's 4-down territory for Union County this late in the ball game and down 3 possessions. So Cannon Sheffer will stay in the ball game. Seals Porte will be in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. See if Caldwell brings any pressure. Low snap. Sheffer down the field, incomplete.
And that may have done it.
Again, Kramer with some nice coverage. Tigers pick up the turnover on downs.
In Union County territory at the...
I think the 43-yard line is where the Tigers will take over. Stay tuned for all the post-game stats on the Trilogy Performance Sports post-game show. Gary Goodacre will have those. We'll also hear from Todd and Coach Barnes immediately following the final whistle. 1 receiver each way. Look for a whole lot of Logan Smiley and maybe some Jameis Carnahan thrown in.
And maybe some Jack Stevens as well.
Caldwell County with some movement is going to back them up 5 yards.
Just as long as we don't fumble the ball and can run off about 2 minutes on this drive, that really
flags
will
came in
benefit us.
from all over the field. Clock stops with 6:06. They'll wind it here. Stevens with the handoff. Smiley hits the line with the head down and gets brought down back near the original line of scrimmage at the 43-yard line. We'll give him the 44. Second down and 11 coming up. And that play clock working again here at Tiger Stadium this week, and you look for Jack Stevens and Will Barnes to be looking a lot at that play clock before this ball is snapped on the next few possessions.
2nd and 11 for the Tigers after that 4-yard gain and the 5-yard penalty.
1 receiver each way. Stevens set to take the snap out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Smiley. Smiley looking to get out on the outside, cuts it back in, flag out of the backfield. And generally early in the game meant a hold against the Tigers. Coach Barnes not happy with the way that play proceeded at all.
And I think generally late in the game, that's still the same call, Dennis.
Hold against Caldwell County. That's going to be about a 95% call out of that area with the back judge throwing that flag.
But I'm feeling pretty good about the penalty call since we're 17 points up right now.
24-7 Tigers, 5:09 left in the ball game.
Marked at the Caldwell County 44.
14 seconds still on the play clock. Stevens at the sideline.
Be 2nd and 24 for the Tigers.
Luke Parker into the ball game for Kramer on the far side. Whistles blow this one dead, and it's procedure against Caldwell County.
Jeez.
Getting a little bit sloppy here with the lead late in the ball game.
3rd penalty on this drive. Takes it back to the 30. Should take it back to the 39.
Don't forget to join us for Saturday morning quarterback show tomorrow morning. Todd Griffin gets that started at 9 a.m. on WPKY, so hope you'll tune in for that. He'll have at least 1 or 2 members of the coaching staff, I'm sure, tomorrow morning on Saturday morning quarterback. Stevens takes the snap, hands off to Smiley. Smiley hit, ball comes loose. It's Hughes in a foot race down the sideline. Beats one tackler, and he's going to walk this one in. Exactly not what Caldwell County needed. I don't see any flags on the field. And the fumble recovery returned by Chris Hughes. That comes with 4:37 to go in the football game. Smiley must have taken a whale of a hit, Bob, because he is as sure-handed as any back in a long time for Caldwell County.
I'm going to call that a 40-yard fumble return.
Colin Nally in for the extra point attempt. That whole possession was just doomed, it seemed like. This kick is up and no good, wide to the right. 4:37 left in this one. Tigers lead by 11, 24-13. Back after this on WPKY.
Have you applied for Social Security disability benefits and been denied? Attorney Matt Schock in Princeton, Kentucky is ready to take on the Social Security Administration for you. Call him at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-MATT. With years of experience, he'll fight for your rights. He only gets paid if you get paid. Attorney Matt Schock is currently taking new Social Security cases. So call him now at 270-365-MATT. That's 270-365-MATT.
This is an advertisement.
Tomorrow, Coach Stoops and the Cats battling out of Conferenceville at Kroger Field. Tennessee Chattanooga Mocs and your Kentucky Wildcats.
Tomorrow morning, the Wildcats and the Chattanooga Mocs battle it out on the gridiron. Airtime at 9 on WKDZRadio.com.
On 106.5 WKDZ.
We're back to Tiger Stadium where Union County picked up a fumble, ran it back, and it's now 24-13. Caldwell County with 4:37. Union set to kick off. Want to congratulate Bob, this week's Chick-fil-A AAA Athlete of the Week. This week's focus is on Caldwell County's Daniel Laurent. You can find out more at yoursportsedge.com, but known Daniel since he was born and a great kid.
It doesn't look like we're expecting the onside kick.
It is kicked and recovered by Caldwell County, but you're right, Bob, that we were really spread out.
We were just hoping the ball would bounce to us.
Davis stays down for a second, gets up a little gimpy. He's going to walk it off, though. Caldwell County is going to have good field position. While teams come out on the field, let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd.
Well, Dennis, I was just going to say, first of all, good job by Logan Smiley to get that ball covered up there so the Tigers can keep it. But this game not over now. That play kind of changes things. If you're Caldwell, you're trying to get a couple of first downs here and grind it out.
Yeah, you've got to get the focus back a little bit. Too many penalties on that last possession. Union County bringing some pressure up the middle. Handoff. I don't know if that was Smiley or Chambliss.
I believe it was Smiley.
Smiley is on the carry. He's going to be brought down for a loss. I think Union County knows what we want to do here is run Logan, and they really packed the box on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 12, and clock running at 4:15 with 25 seconds left on the play clock. So we definitely want to milk the clock here.
I'm not sure you want to throw the ball a whole lot right here, but you may have to look to the outside a little bit and spread that defense because
they're crashing up the middle. So maybe we can.
They've got 9 players within 5 yards of the football. Showing pressure again. Stevens hands it off to Smiley. Smiley hit at the 45 and brought down. And whistles blow. We'll see if Union is calling the timeout.
He takes it to the 45-yard line.
Flag was on the play, I'm sorry. No, it is a timeout called by Union County. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
For a delicious meal, try Kay's Kitchen in Princeton. They have great home cooking, just like Mom and Grandma used to do. Enjoy cook-to-order breakfast every day, all day. Daily lunch specials include favorites like open-faced roast beef, grilled chicken tenderloins, country fried steak, smoked pork chops, and catfish and shrimp on Fridays. All your favorite veggies, too. And don't forget Kay's homemade desserts. Open Monday through Thursday, 5 to 2, Friday, 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 5:30 to 11. Kay's Kitchen, 501 North Jefferson Street, Princeton, 1 block from the courthouse.
Good luck to all our Tiger athletes this season from the Armory Gun Shop. Go Tigers. Give it your all.
Back to Tiger Stadium, 3:47 on the clock. Tigers up by 11. They're really having trouble moving the football and running this clock. And, Bob, it's a time where you've got to keep your composure and not get rattled and just try to pick up that first down. But 3rd and 13 for the Tigers.
This may be one of those situations where we fake it to Logan, which I don't think that's set up, and Jack keeps it going the other way on a keeper.
Caldwell County came out, set up. Whistles blow this one. I'm not sure if they're counting the players to see if it's the right number. Everything seems to be good. Nobody leaving the field. No flags on the play. Not sure why that one was blown dead. 3rd and 13, though. Stevens has 2 receivers to his left, puts one in motion, little pitch to Carnahan, trying to get to the outside, hit and brought down. Never got to the 50. He's going to be about the 47-yard line.
Oh, we didn't get out of bounds before and he did get out of bounds because he stopped the clock.
4th down and about 11 for Caldwell County. And timeout was called by Union County. So we'll take another 30-second break and be back. Tigers up by 11. This is WPKY.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for our Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Preston Burrell, Addie Vincent, and Lily Horde.
Gather Amin would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year. Go Tigers.
Back to Tiger Stadium out of that Travis Construction and Concrete timeout by Union County. And Todd, down on the field, this one's getting a little bit nervous for folks after we were up 24-7.
Oh, for sure. But I think Union County just used their second timeout. That play was actually ruled inbounds. That's why Union took the time. So they're down to 1 timeout now.
Blake Virep back to punt. High snap, reels it in. No pressure, rolls out. Gets a great kickoff. If this one will take a good bounce. And does not. Hits at the goal line, bounces up,
nice
and
kick.
Touches just inside the end zone. That was within just a couple of yards of being perfect.
The end zone. Ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line.
So Union County will bring it out to the 20. Still a 2-possession ball game with 3:29 on the game clock. Union County with a little momentum, but still, Bob, you've just got to play solid, fundamental defense here. Union County found some success early in the second half with that 2-back set.
And again, it's I'm sure, Dennis, if they run the ball, that will be sparingly. We're going to see 90%, maybe 100% pass plays from here on out.
Sheffer's going to keep Seals Porte in for blocking. Drops back, has some pressure, spun around. He's going to go down at the 13-yard line.
The clock continues to run. 3:18 to play in the game.
Was that Shaheen and Davis in on that?
It was an Oriole. I think Sheffer was the white cream filling between the Orioles.
Nice play by that defensive line for Caldwell County. We go under 3 minutes. 2 receivers set each side. Seals Porte in, low snap. Sheffer throws, incomplete at the 25-yard line. He led number 6, Kanye Pollard, just a little bit too much. Pollard made a good attempt at it, laid out for it, but just off of his fingertips. Clock stops with 2:53 to go. 3rd down and 17. Absolutely, I don't care about the field position. You know it's a 4-possession or 4-down possession for
What we
Union
don't
County.
want is one of those 50-yard passes. We'll give up the 18-yard pass.
Sheffer backs up, looks over the middle, wide open, Seals Porte at the 15, across the 20, and thrown down at the 25-yard line.
4th down, and the clock continues to move.
2:38 left in the football game. 4th down and about 7.
4th and 5.
Call it officially 4th and 5. Looks a little bit longer, but we'll go with it. Sheffer takes a snap, looks down the field, wants to go long over the middle, overthrown at the 50. Good coverage by Isaiah Joyner. And turnover on downs. We'll give it back to the Tigers with 2:13 left in this football game. Defense makes another great stand.
Would you say the kneel down is in effect right now?
We are pretty close. I think they're going to keep the offense spread out, it looks like. See if they'll run a play or two.
I would just start killing the clock right now. Make them use their last time out.
Smiley in the backfield to the right shoulder of Stevens. Logan gets the handoff.
What a quick cut.
Stops, goes again at the line of scrimmage and picks up yardage down to the 21-yard line.
32.
Clock still running, under 2 minutes now to go. Tigers up 24-13.
2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
I like the little stutter step that Smiley did at the line of scrimmage. Took the handoff, stopped, saw where he wanted to go, and just took off, picked up good yardage.
If he doesn't make that step, he gets nailed at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. 140 as Caldwell will milk that play clock, now setting at 9. 2 receivers each way. Smiley, left shoulder of Stevens. Caldwell going towards the cab building here in the 4th. Smiley takes the handoff, gets pushed to the outside. He's going to be brought down near the 20. Third down and about a long 5 coming up for the Tigers. In no hurry.
And Union refuses to use their last time out.
I think Union is basically conceding this one. Union County is going to fall to 4-1 on the season. Caldwell is going to improve to 3-2 with a trip to Ballard. That's next Friday night, as Caldwell County will look to go 4-2 on the season before they'll entertain Mayfield here at Tiger Stadium. Stevens on the keeper, hits the line of scrimmage to the left and picks up decent yardage. You get a first down.
He's close to it. If they've got him at the 18-yard line. Yeah.
Victory formation,
He's
guys.
down to the 13-yard line. And now we can take the knee. Final here is going to be Caldwell County 24 and Union County 13. Great night by that Tiger defense.
Don't have to snap it.
No, we don't have to.
And they're going to let this one tick away. Great game for the Tigers in the upset of number 3, Union County. Big win for Coach Barnes. Coaching staff happy. Elijah Shaheen happy downstairs. And it's the Tigers with the big win tonight here at home. Caldwell County 24, Union County 13. We'll be back and start the Trilogy post-game report in a few minutes. We're going to stay here and see if we can pick up Todd and Coach Barnes real quick. Bob, the defense set the tone in that first half with the shutout through 2 quarters. Shaheen, a monster in that first quarter. Caldwell County came up big when they needed to here in the second half. One offensive touchdown and a fumble recovery for a touchdown was all Union County could muster.
It was a great effort by the Tigers tonight. I think most people would have picked Union County to win this football game, but the Tigers had something to say about that.
Let's go down to the field for a Go Green report with Todd and Coach Barnes.
All right, Dennis, down here after the Tigers beat Union County tonight 24-13. Coach, you had to play that one all the way down to the wire, but a big win for you guys.
Yeah, big time win, and they got a good team, but we got to learn to finish games because it got a little ugly there. Got to take care of the football. Got to secure that where it doesn't get tight there at the end. But very happy with the win. Great effort tonight, and we took a step forward. We got to continue to do that because we got some teams that are pretty good on our schedule coming up, so we got to continue to get better.
Up 17-0 at halftime. Union County comes out and scores and kind of grabs the momentum, but you guys were able to run the football and kind of get the momentum back by running the football.
Yeah, and it's, you want to respond with a touchdown there, and we got inside the 10 again and fumbled. We got fortunate there that didn't cost us, but that was good. We ran some time off the clock, got in a position to, get a score, and it was a really good response. We just got to get in the end zone there.
Well, and Union County is a big physical team. They want to smack you in the face a little bit and get after you. And I thought you guys were able to kind of match that early in the game.
Yeah, definitely early in the ball game. We we matched their physicality and really kind of got after them. There early in the third quarter, I felt like that they did they kind of got after us, and we got on our heels a little bit, but we responded, which this team has done that for the most part. When it gets tough, we've continued to play. So, that's a great trait of this group, and if we'll continue to do that, we're going to be a good football team and have a chance to do some stuff at the end of the year.
Well, talk about how far your team has come, because I think this would have been a difficult game to get in week 1 or week 2. Now you beat them here in week 5. I think that shows just how far you guys have come.
Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. And, one of the officials actually said, man, this is a completely different team than I saw 3 weeks ago. I said, well, we got a long way to go, but you're right. That's why we play Owensboro Catholic. That's why we scrimmage Owensboro, play Christian County, play Hoptown, play Madisonville early in the year, where we're used to being in physical football games.
Well, congratulations on the big win tonight. Tigers 3-2 this season. Can't wait to talk about it more on Saturday Morning Quarterback tomorrow.
Absolutely. Those are the best after wins. Thanks, Tom.
Absolutely. Thanks, Will. Tigers win it tonight 24-13 over the Union County Braves. Caldwell County now 3-2 on the season with a big district game coming up at Ballard Memorial. Guys, that's 11 straight now over Union County. And I told you guys before the game, the most funnest games ever are the Hall of Fame night games.
And this one turned out to be just that, although a little nail-biting there at the end in the fourth quarter. But Caldwell County holds on and pulls this one out 24-13. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get underway on the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show. That's next here on WPKY.
You Ride in Princeton just might buy your vehicle. They are always looking for quality inventory. So if you would like to sell yours, talk to the nice folks at You Ride. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, You Ride is here. They are hometown proud and here to deliver the same great customer service they always have. Stop by or call for an appointment with one of their sales specialists. Call 270-365-3018. On-the-lot financing is available. You can even apply online at yourideSales.com. You Ride on the Marion Road in Princeton, hometown proud.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
This is Casey McCoy, and I'm a mortgage loan processor at Farmers Bank. One of my favorite things about our home loan process is that you can apply online whenever it's convenient for you. By applying online, your information is sent directly to our lenders. It's quick and easy and a good way to jumpstart your loan. Apply today at yournxtbank.com. Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Alan Watts with Your Ag Edge, inviting you to join me Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. for the WPKY Morning Ag Report. We check in daily with Caldwell County Agriculture Extension Agent Shane Bogle. Get the latest from fellow farm broadcaster Max Armstrong. Take a look at the latest livestock market reports. Hear the latest edition of Traveling to Bluegrass, and check the opening grain market with Hopkins Elevator's Ben Westerfield. That's the Morning Ag Report from Your Ag Edge Network on 103.3 FM and 1580 AM WPKY.
Back to Tiger Stadium after a big upset win. Caldwell County 24-13 over the state's number 3 3A team, Union County. A big win for Caldwell County. Went to the locker room at halftime up 17-0. Union County came out with a little momentum in that third quarter, Bob. They ran the ball well, got down, put a touchdown on the board, 17-7, and then started getting a little bit more tense, but Caldwell County able to answer. A great night for Logan Smiley. Offensively, a lot of yards. We're going to see just how many with Gary on the stats here in just a little bit. And then that defense played tonight like they were playing in a playoff game.
You're correct, Dennis. The thing that stands out in my mind is we start the third quarter with possession of the football, can't get anything done, punt to them, and they sort of take the flight to us, not only in that first possession offensively that we had, but on their touchdown drive to get 7 points on the board. And then they kick off, and we take it down the field and match their intensity and probably, in my mind, stop the momentum there. If we hadn't fumbled and Union County returned it for a touchdown, I think we would have not had any issue or not any worry about. But that touchdown in the fourth quarter was huge, but again, it's you got to give credit to the young men. Week 5, they have improved tremendously, throwing the ball well. We seem to throw the deep pass better than the short pass, and if we can get Max Kramer open all the time, I'm for that. And how Logan Smiley does what he does is a miracle.
That kid is a hard runner. This is the Trilogy Performance Sports post-game show. Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to help you reach all of your fitness and well-being goals. Good luck, Tigers, from Trilogy Performance Sports. A great night. Bob, I think Caldwell County set the tone early that they were prepared for a fight tonight. Talk about the play in that first quarter of Elijah Shaheen a little bit.
Well, as Coach Barnes says, we came out just really physical to start the game and took it to them. And that had to wake them up a little bit as everybody, I'm thinking in this end of the state, maybe statewide, thinking Union County is going to get this game and that we didn't have a chance. But lo and behold, you have to play it on the field. You don't play it in the radio booths or the stations and all that. You go out on the field and play it. And early on, I think Union County was delivered a message that we're in for a football game tonight.
Yeah, I think I don't know if they started looking into the ratings and their rankings and trying to, or maybe got a little overconfident coming into tonight. Caldwell County, of course, had struggled with, documented it through the first 4 games of the season. Points were at a premium, only 9 against Crittenden County last week, but they came out tonight and did a lot of things great. If you cut down some of the holding penalties early on, I don't think the first half could have gone much better for Caldwell County.
Absolutely not. And the score we heard at halftime, I don't know whether the game was at half, but Crittenden County after one quarter was leading Hancock County 14-0, and Hancock is ranked high in Class 3A. So we'll find out when Crittenden beats Union next week over in Morganfield. So we'll kind of get an idea how those two teams match up. But a great night for Caldwell County football.
Time now for the stats of the ball game, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporters of Caldwell County football, and their son is a Caldwell County Tiger. Jameis Carnahan is a junior. That's West Kentucky Memorials, where they offer handcrafted granite memorials. We'll take it down to the field now with Todd and Gary for the stats of the game.
All right, a big win here tonight, Dennis, and Hall of Fame night, always a great time. A super ceremony at halftime. Congratulations to all the Hall of Famers, and then a big win. Gary, tell us how the stats look.
Yardage-wise, they were fairly even, but the big plays were what gave the Tigers the victory tonight. And in the Logan Smiley show, he had another big game running, 22 rushes for 173 yards. That was the vast majority of our team's 210 total yards rushing. Jack Stevens had 8 carries for 28 yards, 2 carries for Jameis Carnahan for 16 yards, and 2 team plays of 7 yards loss, and 68 yards passing for the Caldwell County Tigers quarterback Jack Stevens, 8 of 12 with the 2 early interceptions. 1 catch for Luke Parker, 14 yards. 2 catches for 28 yards for Logan Chambliss, including the first half touchdown. Still 1 catch for no yards for Logan Smiley. 3 catches for Max Kramer. He had 23 yards receiving, and a 3-yard reception for Jameis Carnahan. So 8 completions for 68 yards. Unofficially, a total of 278 total yards for the Tigers. The Union County had 271 yards unofficially. Once the Union County team had to start throwing, they got some chunk plays. Cannon Sheffer ended up with 164 yards in the air. He had the 51-yard completion in the second half, which got them way down the field, and that added to his total. They had 107 yards rushing. They started to be able to get some running plays, especially on the touchdown drive. So they had 271 yards rushing, but I think the difference was mainly the turnovers. We were able to capitalize a little bit better. They did have a scoop and score. We had a pick six, so they kind of canceled out. But the field position game made a difference, and by us getting that field goal at the end of the first half and getting up 3 scores, they never were able to get within a score of us, and that really altered what they were trying to do offensively. So even though they were getting yards, Caldwell could play bend but not break defense, and basically we were able to chew up the clock, get the win, and go to 3-2 heading into district play next week.
You say Logan had 173?
That's what I have, sir, 173. Defensively, Elijah Shaheen had 2.5 sacks, 8 tackles. He was definitely a force. He set the tone early, forced their blocking schemes to change, and basically he let the other linemen get some tackles as well. Drew Davis was penetrating. He had a lot of assists, 8 tackles, a half sack as well. Angel Long with 4 tackles. So the D-line did their job, excellent on the run and on the pass rush. A fumble recovery for Isaiah Joyner and for Max Kramer, and the leading tackler numerically was Jameis Carnahan with 9 total tackles and a caused fumble, and of course 6 tackles for Jack Stevens and the pick six that gave us the 2-score lead that basically kept us in the driver's seat and allowed us to basically chew up clock and go to safe conservative plays that basically shortened the game and took the air out of the football for Union, never really allowing them to get anything going offensively.
24-13, again, the final score. So Caldwell County with back-to-back big games from Logan Smiley at running back, 174 yards last week, 173 this week. Funny because I had read that Caldwell had no running game, so that's actually a nice stat.
Well, if they have no running game, wait till we get one. We'll get to have some 300-yard games. So I really like what this team is doing because they're playing to their strengths. The passes are good, safe passes, and they're just enough to loosen up everything. Kind of like what UK is doing. They're loosening everything up, and Chris Rodriguez is running the ball at will. The more we loosen up the passing game, Logan Smiley's going to have a 200-yard game before this year's over.
Well, Dennis, a big Hall of Fame night tonight here for Caldwell County. Talk about the last 2 big games for Logan Smiley. I hope I'm here in 10 years when Logan Smiley is inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That'll be a fun night as well, and we always love the Hall of Fame nights. Nice class inducted here tonight, a couple posthumously tonight that meant a whole lot to this Tiger program. So congratulations all those. We'll go over that list here in a little bit. But Caldwell County with a big win tonight, 24-13 over a previously unbeaten Union County team. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll start handing out a few awards and wrap this one up here on the Trilogy postgame report on WPKY.
There's good news in the fight against heart disease. Hello, I'm Jessica Reed Carr, a physician assistant who works alongside of Dr. Sanjay Bose. Did you know that Caldwell Medical Center has a cardiology clinic? Whether you need a stress test, echocardiogram, or just a follow-up, our highly trained team of heart health specialists have the experience to get you on the path to a healthier you right here at home. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 270-365-0350 or visit us at caldwellmedical.com.
This is Casey McCoy, and I'm a mortgage loan processor at Farmers Bank. One of my favorite things about our home loan process is that you can apply online whenever it's convenient for you. By applying online,